And I think we're live. I'm not sure. Technology baffles me. I'm a millennial. Okay. Welcome to tonight's version of Immersion RPG. As you can see, I am not Joey. I am far more attractive. A little bit different. Joey's gone. He's on a beach. I can't not be Thrax. I'm sorry.
Just because he's on a beach right now, he is the more attractive one.
Well, that's a good point.
True.
So, JoeyB is hopefully on a white sandy beach somewhere with drink, cute little umbrellas sitting in the drink.
And
we're
flowers.
hoping. Yeah.
Maybe enjoying some sun.
At the most, we hope he's not watching this because, we hope he's doing better things. So, in the interim, we are going to be running a two-shot, DM'd by myself, Justin Morton, normally playing Thrax, if you guys are familiar with the normal Immersion RPG. With that said, we're going to go around and we're going to have everybody introduce themselves, starting with Nick, and we're also going to introduce their characters as we have fun little one-off characters for everyone.
All right. Well, I'm Nick Sadoff. I am playing a goblin named Stubbs. And that's how much I know about him also.
Perfect.
Apparently he's stubby for a goblin. So he's like 8 inches tall.
Sure. I am Linnea Springer, and I am playing Pez, also a goblin sorcerer-ish.
Nothing really has classes, per se.
She's casty.
There you go. We have our guest tonight.
Yes.
My name is David Ayers. Not new to the DMing, but I am going to be playing Nob Adi, who is he's going to be our rogue character for the evening.
I don't think mine has a class.
Just says
You
question.
you kind of do.
It's like a warlock / shaman thing-ish.
They're loosely based off of classes.
Yeah,
Very.
it's close enough. And my name is Autumn. I am a druid-ish. I play with sticks.
There you go.
And squirrels.
I literally have a question mark in
So many
class.
squirrels.
I'm not just going by.
I know.
Class.
I'm just laughing.
Yeah.
All right. So, with that being said, we will dive into it tonight. We're going to start as our goblin narrator, which I have a name for. Hold on. Maybe. Grick. Alright. It's been 12 years since the disappearance of Gromish and the silence of the talkie spirits. The civilized mortal kind have all banded together with a sense of camaraderie never before witnessed by us greenskins. With the rise of all this new cooperation, we tougher races were started to be hunted down. Bands of big orcs, nasty hobgoblins, and tribes of gobos started to migrate down to the safety of the new Uglik lands. Of course, some heard about them lands a little bit sooner than others, and them late tribes was quickly isolated within hostile kingdoms and regions. This is where we joined the Raisgore tribe, a small goblin tribe in the primarily human kingdom of Thethin, or so they call it. Due to an unfortunate incident involving 3 wolves and a vat of bacon grease, their elder shaman had recently suffered a horrific death. This in itself wasn't so terrible, really, but it did result in them sort of kind of missing the whole migration memo. So, now, lacking proper leadership, and very desperate to escape the executioner's chopping block, the Raisgore tribe have nominated their best, the brightest, their toughest, and their most vicious to go and steal a boat from the nearby human town of Darthshire, with which they can escape to friendlier lands. Suffice it to say, the Gobbo who is successful in doing this is likely to become the next chieftain, but it's a bit of a monumental task. For those who may not be privy to the sophisticated nuances of goblin life, a lesson quickly learned is if it's easily done with 5 mates, it's easier with 20. The sticky bit of that is that the other lesson you quickly learn is less mates equals more loot. So, therein lies our dilemma of our group. How do we keep the odds of success high, but the competition low? With that, we are set in the now chaotic Razgor tribe. Situated about a day in goblin travel north of the human town of Dothshire, the Razgor tribe, having recently lost their shaman and quickly being hunted down by bands of now united humans, have finally pulled in all of their resources, all of their odd and eccentric goblins to combine what they figure is going to be their A-team. Entering our party, who shows up, whether it be from the distant woods, maybe a tent kind of slightly removed from the rest of the tribe, we have our group coming in, entering the tribe, and assessing what appears to be an extremely leaderless and chaotic tribe. Now, all 4 of you know each other. You have met or have heard of each other at some point before. You guys are the eccentrics of the tribe, not the everyday today. You're not necessarily the hunters. You guys aren't necessarily the gatherers or the scouts. You guys are special, all in your own unique ways. With the loss of the shaman, you see an opportunity, maybe a way to rise up and perhaps take a little bit more for yourself than has ever been given before in the past. But it's hard to take more if there isn't more to be had. And the clock is ticking. The humans are slowly starting to narrow down on where the tribe is. And it's probably a matter of days before an extermination team comes and wipes out everything that you guys know. With that said, you are all summoned by Grick, the late shaman's flunky, a coward even more so than by goblin standards. Grick is now looking for his next leader, looking for the next person to basically bully him around. But in the interim of finding that and losing the shaman, he is trying to be the voice of reason amongst the tribe. So he has gathered you. He's brought you to the shaman's tent, where within is a fire. It smells like medicinal herbs and whatever things might have been half-eaten, half-rotted. Probably a compost pile / toilet within the tent itself. But all of these are actually pretty optimal circumstances for you. This is the biggest tent either one of you have ever been in. So with that said, Grick brings you in. Alright. Now, I don't really know very many of you very personally. I don't really want to know many of you very personally either. Some of you just scare, well, the bejesus out of me. But we need to get the heck out of these lands before the humies come and kill us all. It's a matter of days. I'm sure of it. Alright? I threw my old master's bones. I don't know what the hell they said. I can't read them. They look like bones. But I got a feeling, a vision, like my master used to, and it said we're all gonna die. That's about it, really. That's really all I got. So I was thinking, the humans have a lot of stuff in their town, right? We could take it and maybe get the hell out of here. Genius, I know. Don't all speak at once, seriously. It hurt my brain just coming up with it, but.
So you want a horse?
No, I don't want to. I mean, they're really tasty, but no, I'm thinking because I'm getting a feeling.
2 horses?
The Ooglik lands are over the great big blue wet thing.
I call
water.
spoons.
The water. The big water. And so, guessing southwards, we're gonna need a floaty thing. Something that, that floats for more than like 5 minutes.
Not
something.
a door.
No, not a door. No, not a door.
Squirrels.
I don't know, I've never tried floating on a squirrel before.
Doesn't work.
Yeah, I didn't think it would. Anyway, I just eat them.
It's big.
So I'm thinking, a lot of those floaty things the humans make their way around on stop in at this town. You remember that one time Grizzle had that really great idea that we could like go out across the big blue wet thing and steal one of them, and then like 3 of us drowned. Yeah, we need one of those.
Yeah, that was a good day.
Yeah.
Like that one I saw burning one time out there in the open water.
I don't know about that, but you guys are scary. Yeah. I think I've seen Pez. I'm pretty sure I've seen you eat a human. Maybe that was a dream. I don't know, but either way, the 4 of you, I feel like you guys could do something, right? So, we gotta get out of here. And, frankly, if I thought that I could do it, which I'm pretty sure I couldn't, somebody needs to direct this camp of tomfoolery, if you will, alright? And I'm thinking there might be some room for some upgrades. Of course, we only have 1 chieftain. It's hard to count to like 3. So, I'm thinking we go get a boat. I'll take you down there, because I don't know if you guys know how to get to this human place. It's on the coast. It's really hard to follow a beach. I don't know. So, I'm thinking I might take you down there. And then, you guys go get a boat, and we rescue the tribe. We're all heroes. Eh?
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. Alright. Now,
Wait. So when you're saying that by the upgrades, do you mean one of us could be chief?
well, currently there is no chief. And
Right. But we need one, don't we?
Yeah, we do, because if we don't have a chief, then everybody's gonna start eating each other like they did with Jimmy.
Well, then, so why would one of us be a chief?
He was tasty.
He's so good.
True.
Well, because
it was
it's,
tasty.
So good.
I mean, we could all be a chief, but the problem is if we're all a chief, well, then that's a lot of chiefs, right? And the tribe's not big enough to split off and make multiple tribes, so we'd have to start killing and eating each other.
Will we get taller if we chief?
Definitely you get taller. I'm pretty sure you get like 3 or 4 inches taller.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I can make that work.
right.
So what we gotta do?
I think we gotta go steal a floaty thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
So
Yes.
I myself have been down to the human village before.
Scary.
I've seen it before. Yeah, well, not
Anybody?
Did I kill anybody?
Yeah.
Did you
No.
eat anything?
No, I eat squirrels mostly. That's what I kill.
Anything?
No, you can't kill a human. They're like huge. You gotta get like 30 guys together to kill one of them things. They're like big Goliaths.
I've killed a human.
That's why you're here. Honestly, this is why you guys are here. So,
They're weak. It'll be fine.
if you guys have any questions, it's like a day's walk down to this village. So if you guys got any like questions, I'm here for you.
Why is it such a long trip?
Because
Well-
we're short.
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm perfectly normal height. But we wanted to stay far away from them where we could steal stuff from them, but they also want to find us and kill us all.
I would
Right.
just like to say that my character's probably the shortest one here.
Small man syndrome. Small goblin syndrome.
No, he uses it to his advantage.
Also, in the interest in my investment in the success of whichever one of you is going to be rising up to be my new boss, I went and gathered some supplies. And this is some Healy moss. It's like fungus, you eat it, it recuperates. Yeah. I thought this might come in handy.
Is it like those mushrooms you find in the sewer?
Yeah, pretty much. But my boss, the late shaman, he ate like a bunch of them all the time. And so this is like this was his stockpiles and his reserves. Do we have any questions about the town?
Get boat, come back, escape.
Yeah. Pretty much. It's foolproof. I don't think anything could possibly go wrong.
Nothing.
Exactly.
Is this a big town?
There's like
We don't need to steal the town. We just need the boat.
Well, I just want to know how many humans we're gonna see.
Probably a lot.
there's like more than 5. But
More than 5?
probably less than like 1,000.
That's a lot.
Those seem like reasonable numbers.
I would trust his judgments. He seems really good at this.
Gonna destroy my voice.
I've been prepping for this one.
All right. Does anybody got any questions?
No.
Well, what's it gonna take to steal one of these floaty things?
Cunning.
Us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, all that. You guys do know how to sail those things, right?
There's gotta be a
Sure we
book.
do.
There's gotta be a book on board.
What's a book?
Those things they're always staring at. I don't know what they do, but
You probably throw it at it. That's what I would.
That sounds great.
The weapons.
That's great.
Yeah.
Honestly, this is the collective greatest minds in the history of goblin kind here, all right? I feel like we can accomplish great things. First a boat,
Yes.
then world domination. Honestly, we'll bring back Gromish. All the gods. Glory. That's all I can say.
How much do you get out of this?
Well, you see, I reside at a delicate position. I'm above the rest, but I only stay there as long as somebody's watching my back, you know? I'm like an advisor, but I need somebody to advise. You see the problem? Like, my job description, I'm failing right now. I got nobody. I've been talking to a goddamn tree for like the last 3 years, so.
Works so well.
Well, not
sounds
3
really
years.
boring.
This shaman hasn't been dead for 3 years, but.
Why are you talking to the tree?
Well, sometimes it talks back if I eat enough of those mushrooms.
That's true.
It's real wise, seriously. Trees are sage.
I thought sage was a plant.
Yeah, I thought sage was sage.
No, sage is a goblin we ate last week.
Oh right.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
you sage flavor.
yeah,
So good.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Put his bones on the tree.
All right.
Tasted like fish. He wasn't that good.
He went swimming too much.
So what do you think is our best first bet? Where should we start?
I think we should start walking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Right. Okay. So, right now it's like nighttime
Perfect.
because it's dark out.
That's good. I guess. Yes.
So I think we walk now because
Yes.
they're blind.
Right.
Yeah.
Totally.
They're like bats, except
Without the.
bats are harder to catch during the night.
And they don't fly.
And I don't eat moths.
I feel like that analogy went real wrong.
Yes.
So,
You're a bad advisor.
well, hey, I'm
he's
not
a good
advising.
advisor.
I only advise the chieftain, all right? I don't see a crown on none y'all, like, so.
Let's be honest. He's probably a good advisor. He's probably a crap druid.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
I'd watch that smart mouth with our leader here.
No, I'm not trust
Our
me.
guide.
I just guide people.
I'd watch it.
I offer the divine wisdom of the tree. It talks to me. I talk to you.
And if we
Like
don't
a
have a guide,
conduit.
I hit her with my yo-yo.
if you're mean and we don't have a guide, see right now we're walking with a guide and he's guiding us. And if we don't have a guide, then we're just walking.
But he's just walking.
And there's no guide. We need a guide.
I'm gonna stab that one in the end of the night.
Good idea.
I literally just hit her with my yo-yo.
Yo.
All right. We can start going?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do it. Okay. Does anybody want to do anything before they leave? Do you guys want to pick up any supplies?
Roll damage for the
Squirrels.
yo-yo I just hit her with.
Do you want to actually attack her with a
I
yo-yo?
just hit her with my yo-yo.
All right, make an attack roll. Cool.
I mean, she's probably gonna try and dodge.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, I would
I
try
wouldn't
to
wanna
dodge
get hit
this.
by a
I
We
tried
killed one
dodge
before we
this.
even leave the tribe.
No,
Oh, okay.
no, it's just 5.
Just.
No. You need to roll an attack roll to see if you hit her.
Oh, okay, 10 for.
So that would be a D20 plus your attack bonus. See if you can beat her AC.
Where's that at?
Right on the front. Right.
I love that. I want to play this.
Yo, +4.
Okay. Ah, 21.
Ow.
Oh man, that hits. Yeah, so roll damage.
6.
Almost dead.
Oh,
6.
told you. Respect
Squirrel
our
swarm.
guide.
Wow.
I squirrel swarm you.
I was just trying to get you to respect our guide. That's all.
And now you died by a
Respect
squirrel.
my squirrels.
All right, are you casting Squirrel Swarm?
Yes. I don't know
For
how
the
that works.
record, since we had a general rule starting out before we started this stream today, if everyone dies within the first half hour, we rewind. If 2 people die within the first half hour, those 2 people leave.
I didn't kill
So
her.
if anybody's got like
I didn't
anything
kill
they
her.
need to do tonight,
I didn't kill her.
get yourself killed.
Yeah, pretty much.
I just smarted her with the yo-yo.
that is
I
a
didn't
fair
kill her.
warning to the audience.
It hurt my brain.
Immersion RPG might be short or missing some cast members tonight. Very quickly.
I just smarted with it.
What, you don't have other goblins?
I didn't realize how much damage this did.
I wasn't trying to kill
Yeah.
you.
That's
That's why I chose a yo-yo.
Oh, it just shows a 2d8 damage.
You need to make a dex save.
Okay.
You're a rogue, right? You can do that.
Yeah. Wait, are you a rogue? No, you're a question mark.
I'm a question mark. I rolled a 6.
It's a 15.
So
Not
you're-
for damage, but
Yeah. So he doesn't make it. So you need to roll damage.
okay. 4, 8, plus 4 plus
So
5.
12. He's down.
Yeah.
The squirrels eat him alive.
Down dead?
Yeah.
He's
Unconscious.
he's down. He's unconscious.
Oh, okay. I feed him his own health potion.
Okay. So you come back up at full. You come back up at full. Those bring you to full.
I run away.
Hey, we.
Well, that was
can't-
weird.
We can't get this over with. We can't do this.
I
If
just-
you guys are killing each other.
Yeah, I want to let you know, like, I brought 4 of you because I'm a level with you. I don't think you guys can do it without 4 of you.
All I wanted was to leave a yo-yo stamp on her forehead.
Clearly, you achieved that.
I didn't know she had such anger management
Also,
issues.
look, there's a bunch of squirrels, so if you're hungry,
Oh yeah.
Free snack.
Isn't this how like every trip starts? This is how all my trips always start with somebody dead.
I lost chat, so I apologize, chat. I will not be communicating with you as I don't know how to reconnect to that. So. All right. So, you guys head out.
Okay.
If you guys were to guess, it is somewhere between moon, quarter up in sky.
Perfect.
As an extremely accurate goblin telling of time.
Yes.
So, you guys probably travel for...
So about breakfast time.
Yeah. You guys travel for probably about 6 hours before you start seeing light. The area that you guys are traveling in is along kind of a deciduous forest. You got coastline, which is very close. The tribe is very close to the coast. And as you guys go south along the coast, you guys hear the typical sounds of a forest at night, maybe an owl hooting, just kind of off to the distance, maybe about 50 yards to your guys' right. As you go south, you hear the crashing of waves onto a beach. Being fairly familiar with kind of moving through forest and undergrowth, it's fairly quick going. You guys stay pretty silent. At one occasion, Shifty hears what sounds like maybe a large nocturnal predator, and you guys kind of all hide for a minute. Being fairly attuned to anything bigger than you guys are a snack to. Mm-hmm. And you guys go along. You guys make fairly good time. But after about 5.5 hours, maybe 6 hours, coming up on your right-hand side, you slowly see sun start peeking up. The sky is getting lighter.
Skyball coming up.
Good time to go to bed.
All right.
Hide.
All right. So, we all find a big bush. We go to sleep in it. We hide.
Yes.
Yeah. And then we get to the human village at about wake up time. All right? All right? That sounds good. Okay.
Okay. Yes.
So I brought some food. Mostly squirrels because that was just very fortuitous.
We had some extras there.
Yeah.
When I woke up, they were all over. I don't know.
Exactly. So we're all gonna go to sleep. I'm just waiting for you guys to kill me at some point. Honestly, this is amazing. I've never been with so many goblins. They haven't tried to kill me at this point.
I
But
buzzed the yo-yo by her head. Back and forth a couple times.
that's a power play right there, guys. That's a power play. All right.
That's gross.
I'm gonna go to sleep before you guys start killing each other again. Okay?
Are we supposed to kill you?
No.
No, you're not supposed to kill me. Who is gonna tell the stories of your glorious heroics?
We can say words.
Normally,
She kills the
we
guy.
totally
Well, good
go
episode.
kill each other. But we don't want to kill each other right now.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to sleep in a different bush because you all smell like squirrels.
So,
Says the druid.
does anybody
Says the
want?
Squirrel girl.
I smell like steaks.
Does anybody want to keep watch? And does anybody want to try to sleep hidden?
Sleeping.
Sleep hidden.
All right, so I'm
I
gonna need.
sleep in a tree.
I'll keep watch.
So I'm gonna need everybody who wants to sleep hidden to make stealth checks.
I'll keep watch.
I'm going to
Okay.
use my grapple
That was
crossbow
really good.
Okay. So
to
make
get up in a tree easier.
make an attack roll to grapple up onto a branch.
16.
16, easy enough. So you take out this small little handheld crossbow and just kind of like aiming it toward a tree branch. You let go, and it's got this little grapple hook attached to the end of this rope. And as it flies up, it wraps around a tree branch. Deftly, you just climb right up to there, unhook it, rewind up your little grapple crossbow. Go to sleep in a tree. All right,
Stealth.
And I'm gonna
I rolled a
hide
20 for
myself in
stealth.
the tree.
20 for stealth.
Right,
Okay,
those are
you
19
blend
rounds.
into the bush.
I
You
am
are the bush.
16.
16. Okay.
Shame.
15.
You're the hero
Hiding in the
goblin.
tree.
And then you're keeping watch.
I'm gonna watch.
Okay. So how long do you want to keep watch for?
Well, the whole time my eyes are open.
7 minutes.
Okay, so you
Till he
need to give
falls
me a
asleep.
perception check.
6 whole minutes.
I'm surprised he waited that long.
Ooh, that's terrible.
Surprised you could count that high.
13.
13.
Yeah, -4 perception.
Okay. So as the
I'm a blind goblin.
the bright orb of fire comes up,
Skyball.
yeah, and you guys are fairly familiar with daytime. You guys are not strictly nocturnal, but it's just easier to move around because less things want to kill you during the day.
I try to stay nocturnal.
I am the night.
Bad goblin.
So as you do that, you notice the normal sounds that you would hear coming from the forest. Birds, songbirds start coming awake. The forest kind of just starts coming alive. You at some point see what appears to be a raccoon kind of coming back from the night. And then after about an hour, you start hearing voices. You don't understand them, but they're coming. If the coast is to your right, and you guys are about 50 yards off from the beach, then the voices are coming from the left. And you guys would be familiar that there is a road, a human road, that travels from this town, kind of going along the coast up north.
Well, that's weird. Normally the voices are just in my head.
But you hear them going by. And eventually they fade off into silence.
Did I understand them?
Are you asleep?
Oh, is this while we were sleeping?
Yeah.
Watch.
Oh,
This
never
is while
mind.
you're
No,
asleep.
I'm asleep.
Yeah. Now, you've been up for about 2 hours, and after having marched through the night, if you stay up any longer, you're going to start taking points of exhaustion.
Well, I'm going to try to stay up longer.
You can. It's not a challenge to do so. You're just going to take a point of exhaustion.
Okay.
Okay. So do you want to stay up and keep watch throughout the entirety of
How many more hours?
the
would that be?
day?
Let me do math on exhaustion points all of a sudden in my head. How many more days? That's 12 hours roughly of daylight.
You're gonna take 1 point of exhaustion for staying up
Oh,
for,
yeah.
for more
Yeah.
than 24 hours. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take that 1 point.
Exhaustion
Okay.
sucks.
So, Mark,
I don't know how to play, so I'm learning as I go.
Mark,
I'm going to learn tonight about exhaustion.
Mark, you have a pencil?
I do.
Mark on your character sheet. You have 1 point of exhaustion. You take disadvantage on all ability checks.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna suck.
All right.
Or possibly be hilarious.
So with that said,
I can make this fun.
Yes.
I need you to make me another perception check as you finish out the rest of your watch.
Okay. Exactly. My gosh. Oh, yes. 4.
4. Okay. So as you sit there and your eyelids are just drooping as you're falling asleep on watch, the trees start kind of shimmering and waving. You don't notice as something's coming through the woods towards you guys.
It's a good thing I'm like a tree.
Alright, so I'm going to need, and I'm going to try to switch over to a battle map, so we're going to see how that works. Alright, so that is our battle map. A giant boar starts coming through the woods, just crashing through the woods, and it looks like it's digging for probably truffles or something, as it's just kind of sniffing and pushing underneath roots.
Oh, you guys are so dead.
Yep. So you guys place yourselves where you are hiding.
Pretty sure I'm just right in front of this stupid thing.
I'm in the tree. Should I use this to lift myself?
Sure. Yeah, sure. All right, the boar is so focused on digging for food for its breakfast that it walks right by Shifty, right underneath our rogue. Trixie, or no, you're Knob Audie.
I'm nobody.
And
You're nobody.
pretty much
Knob Audie.
bumps
Big difference.
into you.
Nobody's my brother.
So you notice as the boar is about
'Cause he's nobody.
5 feet away from you, it doesn't appear to have noticed you yet. But you would be very familiar that these are extremely hostile and vicious creatures, and only the really big orcs domesticate or deal with them. They usually just kill goblins.
Day is hardy animals.
I'm not awake enough to do anything.
Oh, this instant, like a shot of adrenaline. This
okay,
wakes you up.
okay.
You're still sleepy, so you still have disadvantage on your skill checks, but
I
for all intents and purposes, you probably have an action before this thing notices you, or
Cool.
you can hope that if you stay really still, it's not going to notice you.
I'm gonna become spooky,
Okay.
which means 1 time per short rest, I can become ethereal, or however you pronounce that.
Yep.
I have damage resistance or dog resistance to all sources, and can move through solid objects for 1 round.
Yep.
And I cannot see living creatures while in this state, but they can't see.
So you, seeing the boar,
Yes.
become ghost-like.
Yes.
Yep. So as you do so, the entire world fades to grayscale. All color blurs out of this, and the boar disappears from right in front of you.
Right.
You have the rest of 1 action, so you have your movement and a bonus action to do something. before this wears off.
Can't hit what you can't see.
So just curious, what all is on my possession besides a yo-yo?
That's all you took from camp.
That's literally
That's
all I
all
have.
you-
That's literally all I have.
Yep, you guys didn't take anything from camp, so you have your yo-yo.
There must be a rock or something around me on the ground. I search for rock or something, a stick, a twig, something.
As you do, your hand goes right through it.
Oh yeah, true. That's fair enough. Mm-hmm. Oh, I run.
Okay. So
he bumped into me.
yeah, so he is.
He is there.
Yep, he is like nose to nose to you. So you run.
Yeah,
All right, so you directly away from him.
pretty much.
All right, so you are 25 feet that way.
Like right there.
Do you want to do anything as a bonus action? You can't really
I was
interact with the physical world.
yeah,
around.
I'm kind of a throw right now.
Okay.
It's kind of
So
hard to
you-
do anything with my bonus action.
You pop up, or you come back to the material plane, if you will. Mm-hmm. And everything snaps, like sound comes back to you more crisp and clear as it was muffled before. And you are like partly displacing a bush as you come back into reality. And just kind of like catch yourself and look around. And you've put enough foliage between you and the boar that the boar, you're out of line of sight of it.
Good.
I need everybody to make me perception checks that is asleep right now. Here. Put that on there. And put yourself... No, other way, because you're accommodating for your movement. There you go. Jasmine, will you look on the screen and see if the audience can even see what we're looking at? Because I don't have my stream up. If they can see the battle map.
He can. It needs to go just a little bit.
Perfect. Thank you.
Second that one.
Beautiful. And then will somebody put Stubby or Stubbs? Yep. You need to be 5 squares away from the boar.
This way.
Perfect.
I was here, so I can't see.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, well, 5. Whatever, right there.
Right next to the wall.
Perfect. All right. So the 3 sleepers. What is your perception checks?
8 minus 4 is 4.
You are
So
happily dreaming about eating something that is melting.
Sage.
Yeah.
12 minus 4 is 8.
8. You are also just happily zonked out, cuddling with a swarm of squirrels.
Girls.
6.
Oh my god, they're all really hard sleepers.
No, I just rolled really bad.
Yeah, you almost roll off the branch and then kind of snore and correct yourself, and you're back on the branch.
I'm used to sleeping in trees.
Oh, that is a natural 20 for the boar to notice you guys. So, as you disappear and kind of run off into the foliage, the boar all of a sudden gets a sniff that is something other than roots and what it's digging for. And it's going to notice... It looks over in the direction of Pez instantly and grunts.
Oh.
Can you
Yeah,
make
no,
a boar
you're
grunt
asleep.
noise?
I'm asleep.
Grr.
Snoring noises. With a.
Actually, I forgot to accommodate for
If you show my
Grick.
tongue more.
Here,
It says so
Oh,
when I
yeah.
do this.
The guide.
Let me slap in.
Seems like your character just has asthma.
the hell did I do with all my minis? Oh, there's no minis. This is Grick. If you would put Grick,
Somewhere.
about 10 feet away from Pez.
Which was Pez again?
Pez is right closest to
So
you.
10 feet.
That way or this way?
Either way, 10 feet away from Pez. Perfect. So never mind. It charges Grick.
Oh no.
So, Boar gets a sniff of obviously it was Grick, charges toward Grick, and is going to just gore him in the middle of his sleep.
Oh, wow.
And that is another natural 20.
Ouch.
Well, there goes our guard.
I think our guide's dead, you guys.
Bark.
I mean,
So that is
you know.
that is 14 damage. So, you guys all jolt awake to the sound of as you all look over and see Grick probably about 10 feet in the air, sailing in an arc with just this spray of blood coming from his chest. And instantly after seeing that, you snap over and you see this very agitated boar, which is charging after his body. All of you are awake now. And the second that Knob laughs, the boar looks up at the tree.
Oh.
Sad.
So, I need all of you guys to roll initiative.
It's natural 20.
I'm rolling so mediocre.
You have one spell slot missing, by the way.
Yes, I already marked it off.
Okay.
It doesn't count as a long rest for sleeping?
Not you guys have not been resting that long.
Oh. Well, okay then. Well, then.
18.
All right, so we've got 18.
9.
9. All right.
$16.
16. All right, and then Shifty.
20. 20.
22.
22? Never mind.
All right.
I was wrong. You're quick. Super fast. Super fast.
Sorry. Super fast.
Super fast.
Super fast.
I'm super duper fast.
All right. You're up first then. So you wake up, see this sight, and you currently are looking at a boar, which is looking very angrily up toward Knob, up in the tree.
Let's see. Does Charm Beast have a range? Like, do I have to
Yep,
just
30 feet.
Okie doke.
Oh, you're within 30 feet from where you were. Just saying.
Yeah. Yep, distances. Okay, I will do that then.
All right. So it needs to make a wisdom saving throw, as it works just like Charm Person.
Yep.
That is a natural 19. So it resists as you try to charm it.
You're gonna make a new friend here soon.
I run away.
Okay.
I tried. I did my best.
Stubbs. You hear the sound of what sounds like a goblin being brutally killed. And then,
Typical Tuesday.
yeah, pretty much typical Tuesday. And then what you could only imagine is the boar creating quite a ruckus through the foliage. You actually do not have vision through the trees that are separating you from the rest of the group.
Well, I'll sneak back a little bit so I can see.
Yeah, you probably, if you move about 10 feet, you could probably see through the foliage enough.
Okay. So, there. And then let's cast Eldritch Blast on him.
All right. So that is an attack roll.
16 on the dice.
That hits.
And then it is 1d10 plus 2. As soon as I find it.
That's it.
At least our guide was able to give us one thing.
4.
Entertainment?
No,
All
a
right.
visual
Just
of what
pissed it
happens
off.
if this thing hits us.
Yes, we learned
I
something.
just shot it
Super
right in the
fair.
ass with a
We learned something.
Eldritch Blast.
Don't be hit.
Don't be hit.
All right, so as you guys are watching this boar, you watch Shifty kind of incant something under her breath and then turn around and run away back into the foliage. You see this bolt of like electrical energy that's kind of chaotic shoot through the foliage and slam into the back of the boar, and it scars and burns away part of the fur, and the boar just gives out not a squeal but just like an angry grunt as it snaps its vision back in the direction that came from, off of Knob.
Figured that was coming.
Not it.
All right, Knob, you are up.
I'm gonna watch from the tree.
Perfect. Is there anything that you would like to do from up there?
I mean, if it gets beneath the tree, I might jump on it.
Perfect.
That'd be a lot of hurt.
But I'll hold off. I'll drop on it with my crowbar.
Okay.
If you just drop it from that distance, it'll probably kill it.
Because I didn't make mention of this earlier, but Nob does sleep with his crowbar like a teddy bear.
Perfect.
It's got a leather handle.
Little less cuddly than a teddy bear, but sure.
His name is Doris.
All right, Pez.
Close. Gladys.
You are up.
All right. I freeze. That's a really, really big pig thing.
You guys can
That's
remove.
not not a snack.
You guys can remove
Don't
Grick.
move. It can't
He is
see
dead.
him if he does move.
Well, but
And
he's still
then-
food.
In a moment of pure brilliance, I use thaumaturgy to cast a noise of some kind of, like, I don't know, happy pig noises over there.
Happy pig.
Yeah, trying to get an interest to go that way. Like, way over there.
So
as
you're
far,
ma-
as
Alright.
far away as I can cast.
So you're mating calling it.
Sure.
I need
What do
you
you
to
think it
make.
sounds
I need you to
like?
make a performance check
Well,
to mimic
shoot.
what would be happy pig noises.
Please give us an example of this.
No!
Noises
Yes, what are
required.
happy pig noises?
I don't know.
Don't get me wrong. I can make a good pig
I'm a
noise. but
freaking goblin! What do you want? Alright, performance?
Yep.
Oh, that's a 3.
Oh no. You make pained pig noises.
And we're the best the whole.
It's a
We're the best of the
spell.
best.
It happens way over there. It doesn't happen near me. It's just
You guys are amazing.
Not being very familiar with the mating noises of pigs, nor knowing if this is the season for that, your noises kind of sound more like somebody running through wet mud. They're like squelches more than anything else.
Making macaroni and cheese.
Yep. And
This is the best entertainment I've had in years.
the only thing you achieve is grabbing the attention of the boar as you incant your short phrase to cause this to happen.
Oh, you're so good.
fudge knickers.
You should run over here by the tree.
I'm going to. I have 25. 15, 20. I'm gonna try to get on the other side of the tree. I think I can just about do it.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20. Ah, does it knock you out of the tree? 25?
Here, you can replace the dice box with that for the tree.
Okay.
Glorious. I'm sitting in the tree.
Oh, good luck. There you go. Okay. All
I
right.
got skills.
It helps that the mini is just light enough.
Yeah, really light and tiny.
It is now the boar's turn.
Yeah.
And registering that the only source of pain that it received was coming from directly behind it, it turns around and it charges through the foliage towards Stubbs.
And it has enough movement.
Yes, it has 30 feet of movement.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're so good. This is unfortunate.
That is a natural 2
Oh,
plus 4. So
Lucky.
that is a 6 to hit as it runs through to gore you, which I assume does not hit.
No.
So as it runs through and it just beeline, eyes red and bloodshot, pissed only at you because you're the only thing that's hurt it so far. It goes to gore you and you just step just out of the way and it catches its tusk on a actual small tree and just tears all the bark off of the tree, but just barely deflects past you. That is its turn. But with enough force that a little pee came out. A little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, butt puckered a little.
Yep. All right. Shifty, you're back up. You hear the boar. Actually, you hear squelching noises coming from your right. Then for a second, you're like, what is that? And then
Is that a beaver mating call?
it might actually sound like that. And then you would know better than any of the other goblins.
Dad?
And then you hear the boar running, and you for a second think it's running and chasing you, but you kind of look over your shoulder and you witness it trying to go for Stubbs.
I will throw my stick at it.
Okay.
I'm gonna watch my entire party
So,
die right in front of me.
You're going to do so at disadvantage because it's an extremely heavy stick. It is like a staff. So make an attack roll. Make an attack roll at disadvantage as you're throwing through, like, overgrown woods and trees.
Ooh, a 14 and a 17.
No kidding. 14 plus...
Plus 4.
Plus 4, you
18.
hit.
Yes. 1d6.
Plus 3.
Yeah, 4.
4 damage.
So disappointing.
Your face was great, though. You're like, okay.
So grabbing your staff with both hands and just like heroic style, lifting it over the back of your head and just letting it fly. It spins true, breaking small branches out of the way and just beelines and goes, and it just clonks the boar right across the top of the head. And the boar just kind of like looks over at you. And then looks back at Stubbs and is like...
Didn't work. It's my best option.
All right,
Good luck, buddy.
Stubbs.
How much movement can I get out of a turn using multiple actions and whatever?
50.
50.
Yeah, so you would use your movement, 25, and then you use your action to dash.
Okay. I use 50.
Okay.
Movement. He's staring at me, growling.
Yeah.
I run past him. 2.
Okay, you are gonna.
I'm just trying to go under the tree.
Before you do so, you are going to provoke an attack of opportunity if you leave an area that he is threatening, and currently he is threatening your area.
Okay, I guess I do.
Okay.
I'm leaving.
Okay. Oh my good lord, that's a natural 3.
My tree burns distracted him.
You know, I was trying to think maybe it's that seat.
It might be.
natural
That's actually
20s,
scary
yeah.
because these are my lucky dice too. As I was hoping to kill one of you guys, but
Okay.
what? I made your characters. You guys,
Yeah,
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true.
I made you. I can take you out of my world. Okay.
So I butt pucker again as he misses.
Yep. So as you run by, he goes to hit you again, forgetting that the exact same tree he hit before, and he just clonks his head against the tree, trying to gore you.
So glad we have a dumb pig. 2. I run underneath the tree
Okay.
on my way off the map.
Okay. So how many feet is it to make it off the map?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, so
20.
So 20. So you move an additional 30 feet off the map.
Wherever that trail was heading to town that I heard humans on, I just start heading to town.
Okay, so you just start making your way what you think. Like, you're like, ocean sounds come from the right. Okay. And you just start heading that direction. Okay.
Yep.
Pez. Or no, Nobby. Knob.
So
Nib knob.
Yeah.
You're sitting up in the tree watching this whole thing go down.
I did have a plan, but then it ran away like a coward. So I'll wait for the boar to attack one of my other allies, preferably Pez.
I'm nobody's puppet.
No, you're closer. It's easier to hit him.
Sure.
I swear that's
Sure,
the only
Knob.
reason.
Whatever
I
you
knew
So
say,
it.
are you
Knob.
holding an action?
Yeah, I'll pull out my dagger and I get ready to throw it.
I'm glad I
Okay,
got
for
out
the
of
second that it attacks Pez.
Yeah,
Okay.
as soon as it gets in within melee range.
Okay.
Pez. So I can maybe sneak attack it.
Okay.
Get it while it's distracted.
Pez, it is your turn. You sit there, watch the boar try to kill Stubbs, and then Stubbs just full on books it out of there right by you.
me, yeah.
Yep.
It helps that he ran right by you
Yes.
because the boar was really mad at him.
Yes. I'm going to swing around to this side of the tree, and I'm going to try to climb it.
Okay. So give me.
Come up here!
Really fun since I have a -4 to athletics.
I was gonna say, give me an athletics.
Crap. She's going to try anyway.
The lowest
Sit down,
branch
woman.
is probably about 10 feet off the ground. So this is your athletics.
Might as well be 20
You gotta
foot.
like spider monkey up the trunk.
Well, are there any other trees?
There's a couple other trees. Most of them are 10 feet up. All
There's
of
all
them are
gonna
going to
be
be
about the
about the same to climb.
Well. Oh! That actually worked out. Not too bad. -4
4.
to athletics is a 13.
13. You scramble, breaking a couple nails, but you scramble up the bark of this tree like a desperate little spider monkey.
Which is accurate.
Yep. You get to the very lowest branch, and you just, like, grab on. You're, like, hanging with your little feet dangling underneath.
Hoping that it can't hit you.
And, like, walk my little feet up the thing and, like, wrap them around
Yep.
the sloth
Yep.
hang.
Yep.
I want to hang like a sloth.
All right, so that would be your movement and your action. Is there anything else you want to do for a bonus?
Nope, I'm just in the tree.
Scream.
I'm just gonna bring
Pee a little.
All right. So the boar.
Just kind of chuckling to myself, you know.
So the boar watches Stubbs run by and angrily, like, whips his head around to see him, and in doing so catches a vision of Shifty and is confused for a moment because he's like, just ran that way, but he's right over there. It charges towards Shifty.
No. My life.
Well, it's near an ally now.
That is a natural 1. I've rolled a 1, a 2, and a 3.
It's the chair. We're so sorry, Joe.
My branch.
Now I know.
We've given you so much crap.
Now I know why Matt Mercer stands every single time he rolls.
Oh.
Okay.
All right.
We need to get rid of this chair.
He's within throwing range. I'm going to stab him
That's
with
insane. Okay. Yeah, he's within throwing range of a friendly, so you would be able to throw.
my dagger. That's a 19.
Oh, that hits. Very, very much so.
Now, with my sneak attack, that's not going to be two. It's like regular D&D sneak attack, where I
Yep.
just add 2d6.
Yep.
Okay.
Just like rogue sneak attack.
Ooh, nice.
That's
Oh, your d6s are more than 1, huh?
that's 16 points of damage.
16 points of damage.
I can murder things. I'm good at it.
Yes.
I can't do that. All right. So, as the boar starts charging directly toward Shifty, you kind of aim for a minute, let fly with your dagger, and it hammers right directly and snaps right below where the spine and the skull is, and it hammers in the boar, and the boar actually reels up in pain, and then slams down on its hooves, and it almost buckles one of its front legs as it can hardly support itself. It looks not in a good place.
Well, that's my reaction.
All right.
Acid splash.
No, it's attacking you.
Oh, dang.
Yeah,
Thought it rolled a 1.
Oh, it did. Yeah, that is a very good point. I'm sorry. I thought it was going right after it got. Thought you were going after it did its movement. Okay, so it attacked.
noticed
So
I
yes,
waited
now
until
it is your turn. So
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
13 does not hit. So as it comes back down and almost tries to like shoulder its way into you with the momentum of the dagger, you let go this arcane spell of acid, and it just flies right over its shoulder as you kind of fall back and stumble trying to get away from it.
Scared.
You have your movement and a bonus.
Do you really want to move away? It'll try and kill you if you do.
I'm a druid.
Clearly, it won't.
You never know.
I mean, as long as he's sitting there, you're probably safe.
The only thing this boar is good at is
say
killing
that.
NCPs.
You assume I want her to live.
Can I boop the
More the
snoot?
better.
As a bonus action?
No, I'm talking about like bap it on its snout and say, bad boar, get down, stop.
Headbutt it with the yo-yo mark.
Sure. I will say you tap it as your wave, but with not enough force to do any damage.
I'm not trying to do damage. I'm trying
fine.
to assert dominance because it can't hit me. It's bad.
Trying to.
Oddly enough, this boar resents authority. So, as you boop it in the snoot, it seems to revitalize its anger. Are you moving away?
Maybe.
That's a 4.
Yes.
2, 3, 1, and 4. Eventually, by the end of tonight, I'll be rolling a natural 20 as we just keep counting up.
Or a couple in a row. You never know.
That's amazing. Feel your pain, Joe. Okay.
I'm going more. 25. Yeah, there you go.
Wow. All right. That is Shifty's turn. Stubbs, you are somewhere in Cancun with Joe.
I'm just skipping, whistling on my way to town.
Knob.
I assume I
multitude
have
of
more
you.
than one dagger.
I would say that you have probably 3.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Sometimes rogue have 17 or 24.
I've been there.
One of them's just a sharp rock.
Best kind of dagger. One you find in nature. Just can disguise it as something else.
That plan seemed to have worked, so I will do it again.
All right.
I will wait for it to attack.
Somebody. Okay.
Not
Okay.
the shifty one.
You want to move?
Why would I move? I'm safe up here.
Okay. Pez.
All right, I want to scramble up onto the branch, if I can.
You're already. Yeah, you're scrambling
Okay,
up.
I
on
was-
it.
I was
Yeah,
swapping
nah,
it,
yeah. You're
so-
secure up on the branch.
Okay, I get on the branch. Can I see the piggy?
Oh yes.
Okay. I realized that Knob did a good thing from a distance. He can't get us up here. So I'm going to cast Firebolt
All right.
at the piggy.
Yes.
That's, I have to roll to hit, yeah.
Yes,
I'm not
that is
using
a yep. That is a spell
Plus your
attack, and your
spell.
bonus
Oh, yeah,
should
that's
be
gonna
on
hit.
your sheet.
Yep, that is +7, so that's 24 to hit.
All right, unless you
Something I could do.
unless you roll less than a 1, which I think is impossible.
No, it's +2. It's a 1d10 +2.
You fry it. You cook the pig.
5. That's
So,
5.
hanging onto the branch, much like in Titanic, hanging from the very front, one hand wrapped around the tree, you let loose your arcane firebolt, which flies true, slamming into the side of the face of the pig, which causes most of its fur to actually ignite, and the pig squeals and starts to kind of run away for a bit, confused by the flame, and just crumples into a steaming husk of nummy boar food.
Hey guys! Snacks!
Free bacon.
Yes.
Stubbs, I need you to make me a perception check. At disadvantage, since you are exhausted.
So it's -1 to my dice.
No, you roll 2d20 and you take the lower of them.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah,
Disadvantage.
sucks.
A 7 and an 8. I guess I'll take the 7. 3.
Dude, those are higher than I rolled this entire combat encounter.
I don't
not
know.
my
I
fair,
think
you
you
have a-
killed Grix pretty well.
Yeah, that was it. I killed my own I killed my own interpretation for you guys in the story. So now it's just genuine chaos. There's nothing guiding you.
Love it.
3.
That's
3?
the best kind of chaos.
You don't notice anything. You are full on running through the woods. The spirits are guiding you.
So his body's like right here.
I would like
Grick?
to use...
Yeah, Grick's body is Grick's body's like up in a tree.
It's right here.
Yeah, pretty much.
Can I...
Remember the arc it had with the blood?
Right. Yep.
I'm gonna hook my crossbow on this branch. Mm-hmm. And I'm just gonna let it out as I go down.
Rappel down?
Yeah, I rappel down.
Yep, easy enough. It's got like a little winch you just kind of like wheel and unwheel, and the tension of shooting it just causes that to go loose. So that's how you basically pull yourself up. So yeah.
As he goes by, I'm just going to grab onto his back and ride down. Whether or not he wants me to let me.
I stab her.
Hey! I bite him.
Does she know?
I'm not sure if this is player
No, don't touch me.
rubbish or
That's a 20 to hit.
Totally misses. No, I don't.
yeah, that hits.
Does she know I was going to stab her?
Probably. I mean,
Is it
Yes.
plain sight.
Yes, probably.
Yeah, all of you guys are pretty
took my
aware that
chances.
that at any point, yeah.
I could have just grabbed the
Okay.
rope.
Then it's probably not a sneak attack.
No.
No.
She knows it's coming.
Yes.
That's still 7 points of damage.
Ouch. I did bite him. How do you do points for a
That would
bite?
be an unarmed attack. So make an attack that you would add your strength or dexterity depending on what you want to do.
Dexterity, that's an 8.
Hit me.
Terrible.
So plus your plus your proficiency because you're a goblin, so you're proficient at biting people. So 10.
Oh, 10.
Does that be your
Still
AC?
does not hit me.
All right. So yeah, you get like a mouthful of like leather.
She goes to bite me, and I stab her in the face.
Ow.
Which you do so, and
Ow.
gashing open most of your cheek, Pez. You are now kind of in a perpetual snarl on one side. You're like half Joker.
Two-Face.
Don't touch me.
Crap.
And as you do
That
so,
was really bad.
you lose grip on your grapple crossbow, and you both kind of like fall the last 4 feet to the ground in a pile of now bleeding goblin.
I just try to aim the bleeding at him more.
I angle
Bleed.
I'm gonna angle my crossbow at her and threaten her. Don't touch me.
Just got some of the burnt pig. You guys want some food?
I had so much planned for the town tonight. None of you guys are gonna make it there.
I'm trying.
We have one guy make it to the town.
Without us.
One
I'm
goblin.
trying to get to the town.
I'm gonna go and loot Grix's body. He's
All right.
probably got something on him.
But cowards.
Go for it. So give me an investigation roll.
19.
19 total? Yeah. Nice. All right, so you find one additional mushroom, one of the little Healy mushrooms.
Yeah.
And you find 3 sparkly gold coins,
All right. I don't tell anybody.
which is unusual because normally you guys put that either in the loot tent, like the loot pit, but like you guys really don't have any need for the sparkly gold coins. Usually the orcs come and like take that as a tithe of protecting you, but since the orcs haven't been around,
I knew I didn't trust him.
Yep.
I eat some pig snack.
Me too.
Okay. It's pretty delicious. Yeah, it's pretty cooked.
I
Yeah,
just
it's
need a
good.
short rest to get my spells back and maybe a little bit of my health.
You, Shifty, have lost your stick, by the way, so you do not have your stick.
Oh no! I just grabbed another tree
We're-
branch.
We're literally
Can I just
in
find
the
another
forest.
tree branch?
Yeah, give me a strength check to see if you can...
I can't just find any tree branches?
Well, you find it, but you have your strength to,
Can I
Carry it.
No, to rip it from a tree.
can I see what she's doing?
With whom? Shifty?
I'm
Yeah.
just looking for
Yeah.
the stick.
Yeah.
All right. Can I help her with my crowbar and use it like a makeshift axe?
Yeah, so you'll have advantage on this.
Six.
With an advantage. Wow. Ouch.
That's even while I'm hacking at it.
That's ouch.
Yeah.
So between the two of you, you guys find a suitable enough tree branch that looks like it would be solid and not brittle and break, but yet small enough that you feel like you could still wield it. And for the better part of the next 15 minutes, kind of like watching primates try to use tools for the very first time, one of you is just like jumping and heaving with their crowbar trying to smash in this branch, and you're just like dangling from it, kind of like trying to bounce and break it off. And all it's really achieving is you just kind of slowly getting nauseous as you're bouncing up and down on this branch.
Hey, can't you turn into something heavier?
Okay. I will turn into a baby dire bear and just lay on it.
So with kind of a poof of cartoonish smoke, you turn into the cutest little baby dire cub with small little bony protrusions from the shoulder, but mostly you just kind of look like the Coca-Cola polar bears. You just
You're a Care Bear.
Oh my god,
You-
it's so cute.
You probably weigh 10 more pounds than you would in your goblin form,
I'll take it.
but you're like a stocky little dire bear, a little chub ball.
I'm here for your branches. Just as my voice is a bear. Growl.
Did Grick have a weapon?
Pez, were you paying attention to this?
To them?
Yeah.
While I'm snacking on my
Yeah.
pig? Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, so
I'm
then
just watching.
you would
Probably find like a twig on the ground and been like, is this good enough? Here, just take this. Just take a twig. It's just a twig. Okay.
Clawed by a bear.
It's just the part. I don't have to.
Stubbs, I need you to make me a survival check at disadvantage to make sure you don't get lost.
No.
He ran away. I don't care if he dies.
It's gonna be like a 5-shot campaign for Stubbs,
No.
the lone goblin.
Stubbs will be the only one that survives. You watch.
The Adventures of Stubbs.
Mind you, the DC's not hard. The watery noise needs to come from the right, and that's about all you gotta focus on.
Mm-hmm.
But it gets hard because a lot of voices talk to you all the time in your head.
Mm-hmm.
What if the watery noise is actually on the left?
So 8.
Okay. Every once in a while, you kind of lose the ocean, or maybe you start coming up with your own ocean noise. You're not quite sure, and eventually you kind of just like sit down. You gotta slap yourself for a minute, get rid of the voices, and you're like, "Yeah, that's the water noise." And you keep going on. You think you're going in the right direction.
And we never see him again.
How many feet would you say I am by this many turns away from this crew?
Oh, you're about 200 feet away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
In that period, you think you've gotten lost like 4 times.
Sure. I'm just curious.
Yeah.
200. Okay.
Yep.
Did Grick have a weapon at all?
No.
All right. Well, I'm gonna take my dagger from the boar.
Okay.
Can I have his leg? Does his leg count as a branch?
Grick's leg. Yeah, how are you going to disconnect Grick's leg?
Oh wait, no. What about like one of the tusks from the boar?
Sure, how are you going to disconnect one of the tusks from the boar?
Can I just gnaw at it like a bear?
I got a knife. It cuts really well.
You have no conception of what she's trying to do. For
No,
all
I
you
know
know,
what she's doing,
Shifty
but it's
literally just turned into food and then started eating more food.
The food eats the food. It's the circle.
After
of
a while, I
life.
just give up.
Of life. Yes, it is.
I'm just gonna turn back into a goblin
Circle of
and go to sleep.
life.
You turn back into a goblin and go back to sleep?
Yep, I'm tired.
Alright, so with a cartoonish poof, Shifty materializes from where the little baby dire bear cub was.
And I will stealth by putting up my cloak hood, and it's just moss, and I fall over on my face. And I go
Okay.
to sleep.
All right.
I need like 30 minutes, guys. Just 30 minutes.
I feel like I should probably try and find the coward. Oh no.
We should. Oh, okay.
I said I.
Yes.
I don't need your help.
Yes.
I leave.
I'm looking
Okay.
at.
I'm
What?
going to try.
Shifty needs 30 minutes. All right. And I follow him.
For the record,
I guess I'll just get up then.
you used one of your big animal forms. That is a long rest to recover that.
Well, I mean, we didn't get a long rest anyway.
Yeah.
Just letting you know.
Cross that out.
I am going to try and track our
Okay.
whatever you are.
Survivor.
Give us a
spooky one.
survival check.
I'll just follow along
goody.
with her.
I'm really good at that.
Well, you were sleeping, were you?
I fell on the ground and then they walked away. So
Actually,
I got walked
apparently
away
I
with them.
am.
Okay.
I'm not a Sims character.
19.
Okay. So,
I don't get a plus to that. That's what I rolled.
yeah, so then if that's what you roll, that's what you got. So looking around for a little while, kind of through the chaos of all the tracks and just the mess and all the broken branches that was the boar kind of coming through here and trying to kill you guys, you eventually find somewhat hard to follow, but what appears to be freshly broken tree branches and tracks heading off in the direction that you guys had been traveling the night before.
Alright, I'll run to catch up. I can dash and add an extra 10 feet to my movement.
Yep.
So, I should be able to catch up.
Yeah, in enough time. So,
It'll take a while.
Shifty and Pez, what are you guys up to?
Following.
Okay.
Just following.
Yep.
All right.
Gotta get to town.
All right. So,
I'll drink one of my potions.
after about half an hour, you catch up to Stubbs, who I assume is continuing down to the town. Okay.
Stubbs.
Now, the two of you, Pez and Shifty, I need you guys to either make individual survival checks or one of you with advantage as...
I'm a
You-
druid. Do
Let's
you
just
just
both roll.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I'm just groggily walking at this point, exhausted and.
You're hallucinating and
Yeah,
rolling as a
exactly.
one,
Yeah.
I rolled well until I looked at my stats. That's a 9.
19.
All right, yeah. So you're able to follow, and eventually you catch up with Stubbs first, Knob, and your two other companions are behind you guys, but like within shouting distance, maybe not quite vision. It is probably about noon right about now. It is a beautiful day. Sun is shining. Birds are chirping.
I hate it.
Yep. The big ball of fire is almost reaching its zenith.
I'm just kind of standing on it.
Hey, Stubbs.
Oh,
Want some bacon?
you brought some meat?
Yeah, we killed the pig.
Good. It almost killed me.
Yeah, I did. It's kind of funny.
Where's the others?
Oh,
You
they're
can
right behind
you can
us.
hear them kind of crashing
Yeah.
through the woods behind you guys.
I just don't know if that's in my head or actually what I'm hearing.
It's fair. It's fair.
We should probably get some rest. Cause I don't know. I don't think we're gonna do so well in the middle of the day in the human town.
How far did I go?
You're like 50 feet away from the boar. Not even kidding.
That was like 200 feet.
Make an insight check. Make a deception check.
I'm terrible at that.
10.
18.
Jeez. Lying through my teeth.
Yeah,
Oh.
he.
With disadvantage, though.
That's a good point. That is with disadvantage.
18.
I'm lying through my
Two of them. Bam.
Spirit
So
is
as
telling
he's
you the
as
truth.
yeah as he's telling you this, you catch a very faint voice in your head that tells you, Knob might not be trusty worthy.
Right.
What? No way! I only just stabbed my own person just for touching me.
Why would you lie to me?
See your reaction.
Why would you do this to me, Jared?
Just screwing with. It's a joke, okay? I'm not good at them.
Yeah, well, I got people on the inside that help telling me what's really going on. I know when you're
Inside or
lying.
outside, it's tough to
They're
tell.
here. Let's rest. Or
All right,
let the other two catch
The
up.
two you guys
You
catch
look
up
like
at this
you could use
point.
some rest.
So, guys, are we going to sleep?
I'm
We're
obviously
sleep.
okay with it.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
should
I'm still
probably get
bleeding.
some rest.
I'm hallucinating. I'm sure I'm going to be okay with falling
I'm
asleep.
bleeding, and I
Yeah.
would like to
You're pretty
sleep
used to
and let it
hallucinating.
Sleep time. Sleep time. Find somewhere safe.
Yeah.
Let's all just be in trees. That
I'm
seemed to
not
work.
the one watching this time.
No one asked you to watch. Why did you watch?
I find a bush.
Hey, seriously, you should try and sleep in the trees.
Yes. Tree time.
It's a hell of a. It's tough to do. You got to get used to it. You might fall out a couple
I
times.
think I just fall asleep right where I'm standing.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
No,
So anybody who's trying to hide,
I'll just be moss.
give me a hide. Yep, give me a stealth check.
I always roll crap when I bump into my other dice. Always. That's a 1.
Okay.
It's a 15.
Okay, and then are you hiding to sleep, Knob?
Of course.
Okay.
26.
Okay. Like a phantom, he becomes a tree. All right, and you are not hiding.
No, I'm just asleep. I fell down.
All right.
I literally just go.
You guys wake up to
I found
colder
a really
temperature,
nice hole.
the gentle sound of rocking waves caressing a beach, a gentle owl hoot off in the distance, and soft, easy starlight coming through the leafy tops of the trees.
Skyball's gone.
This is much more like it.
Long rest?
Yep. So you guys are all back up to full health, and you have recovered whatever expended uses of whatever it is that you expended. Knob, did you recover your dagger from the boar, by the way?
I asked to.
Then yes, you did.
I always make sure I got my equipment.
Okay.
That stuff's important.
You need your tools.
Yeah.
All right. You guys wake up. It is familiar, comfortable, safe nighttime.
Beautiful. Let's go.
Good morning, everybody.
Go find a town.
Should
We gotta
make
find one of those floaty things. Let's get on this.
His exhaustion's gone now, right?
It is.
Oh, thank God.
I wave my yo-yo a couple times by her head again.
I know where the squirrels are.
I don't even
Don't always by me.
acknowledge her talking.
Which one of you guys is going to spearhead trying to find the town?
I know the most nature.
Okay.
Bush.
I'll
So-
follow her.
Tree.
Give me a survival check.
Anyone want to help?
Yeah, sure, I'll help you.
No.
Point with your crowbar.
Yeah.
17, 15, 17. 26?
All right. So, easy enough. You lick your finger, you hold it up to the non-existent wind. You go over and you sniff a tree. You're like, this way. And you start heading in the direction that you best assume is town. All right, everybody following with her?
Yeah.
I was helping her.
Okay. So, after about 2 or 3 hours, you, Shifty, start smelling humans. It smells like horses and cows and metal. All things that humans like to kind of collect and keep in their little tribes.
Probably smells like pie.
If you knew what pie smelled like, it might smell like pie. It said humans, not Americans. No.
Fair.
Sounds like gingivitis.
It's a very distinct smell. Gingivitis. All right. Do you want to tell anybody anything other than it smells like gingivitis?
Tell us how your goblin knows what that smells like.
For the record, the three of your companions
of
don't even
moths.
know that that's a word. Gingivitis is not a word in the goblin lexicon.
Do you like sneak up to humans and smell them at nighttime or something? Like, I'm just trying to figure out your backstory to go with this.
Maybe. There are things in the woods. Because there are no more woods this way, there are people.
So you have animals you control with gingivitis.
Maybe. How do you think I have so many squirrels?
Are they red squirrels?
With bad teeth, apparently.
Their eyes.
She does not currently have any squirrels with her. She just is capable,
They're always around.
it appeared, of summoning squirrels.
I'm just really confused about this word gingivitis. Is that a kind of squirrel?
No, it's a kind of person,
a
my
vitus
friend.
squirrel?
It's a kind of person.
It's an orange squirrel.
It has to be. That's the only thing that makes
Totally. Okay, people up ahead, metal, horses, cows, that sort of thing. Quarter. Let's go. I walk. Sprint.
Do we want to be careful? Okay.
You start sprinting through the woods.
Yep. And
Okay.
when I see the edge of the
Hey.
tree, I just fall over.
Yeah, you get to a point where the trees start to thin out. The noises start getting louder,
I will
and then
quietly move closer because I would rather something else eat her than me.
okay.
Once the
So
tree-
you give me a stealth check.
Once the trees start thinning out, I'll stealth too.
Oh no.
Oh no, that's the worst thing that someone can say when they're a rogue.
10.
18.
What are you two doing, Pez and
Just following.
okay?
Probably just like walking along, and it's just whenever everybody stops, she just sort of stops and stands there.
Okay. So as you guys follow the two of them, they eventually start moving a little bit quieter and sneakier, and you guys all start smelling those smells. It smells
Gingivitis-y.
gingivitis-y, yeah. It smells like mud and horse manure and
Squirrel
Not,
bro.
not snacks.
apparently pies.
That's why they have
Yeah, and you guys
Pies?
start
Cow pie.
Cow pie.
hearing human talk. Can't quite make it out, most of you. You are probably about 500 yards away from what you would assume is the human tribe.
And we're still on the beach front?
You guys are in the forest.
Never mind.
To your left,
Okay.
you assume is a road,
Yep.
and to your right is water. So you're kind of in this narrow strip of heavily wooded land in between a road and a beach.
We're looking for the floaty thingy. I'm pretty sure it'd be smart to follow the beach carefully along the wood line of the sand to locate one of these floaty thingies.
That's good thinking.
Yeah, that makes sense. Boats are on water. Yeah.
What's a boat?
That's what the floaty things are called. I didn't want to call out Grix because I thought he was important, but
He died because he was exploded.
he died because he wasn't in a tree.
I walk away from him talking.
Okay.
Well,
And
don't
start going towards the wood line along the edge. So I'm still hidden.
Okay.
I'm not like on the beach, obviously, just skipping along in the sand.
Okay.
I follow Stubbs.
I'll
He
walk
seems
like-
to know what he's doing.
Okay.
I will blend in by walking like a crab over to them.
Okay.
That's blending.
Yeah, sure.
Oh my god.
Well, don't you know
All right.
there's a huge infestation of forest crabs in this area?
Covered in
With
moss.
gingivitis.
With gingivitis.
Gingivitis.
Which ones of you are moving sneakily? I'm not sure you can sneakily crab
You already
walk.
So, like, get on the ground and scoot over.
I sneakily.
Sure.
Rustle, rustle,
give me give me a stealth check as you somehow do the shuffle crab sneak.
6.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll try and keep to the shadows.
Yeah.
I'm sneaky like a goblin would be sneaky.
Yeah. I'm gonna sneak like Stubbs, like a goblin.
Like a goblin would sneak.
So probably very badly, but we'll
Okay.
try.
Still better than a
Clear,
crab.
I'm staying as
Better than a
close to
crab.
them as I can.
Well, crabs can be sneaky. They go into the
Yeah,
sand
if they're a crab.
sometimes. Right. But goblins aren't crabs. You're right. You're right. You're so smart.
Say crabs are sneaky as I'm the loudest one.
Ah, schnuckers.
That's a natural 20.
I try to copy Stubbs and I fall over and I rolled a 7.
Knob.
23.
I was gonna
23.
Say, I didn't even add anything. That's a nat 20.
All right. As Stubbs and Knob just dissipate into darkness. Yeah.
I can do that.
As you look over and you watch as Shifty is doing her best crab impersonation, it just causes you to outwardly chuckle as you walk along. All right, so as you guys get out of the forest, it starts to thin to the point where trees are no longer actually around the town. And you guys get your first look at the nearby human town of Dothshire, which none of you would actually know the name of. Your first impression is there's actually what appears to be a half-constructed wall. It looks like they've been cutting down trees, delimbing them, and then creating a standing post wall around the entirety of this town. It hasn't fully enclosed the town, but it actually starts along the beach going into the water and probably about a good 50 feet up into land. So as your first plan was to go along the beach toward where you would assume the floaty things are, you kind of foiled on that, as there is now what appears to be at least a 15-foot wall with no discernible climby branches.
I have a thing for that.
You do.
We could swim.
Screw that.
Can't swim.
I could just walk through
As
the
you
wall
trace-
if I wanted to.
As you trace the 50 feet of wall, you see the road now for the very first time, which appears to be going in through a kind of makeshift half-constructed gate that is in this wall, going into the town. The sound of general revelry is coming mostly from a very far-away corner, like the furthest corner away from you guys, almost kitty corner to the where you guys are on the beach. Otherwise, from what little you can see that is not being hidden or obscured by the wall itself, is a fairly good-sized town. If you guys could count, you would say it might be around a population of about 500. Kind of looking in, you don't see any movement of any humans or anything, as you would guess, rightly so, that most of the humans are probably asleep right about this time of day. But the thing that catches your eye almost instantly and seems completely out of place is there's a goblin. There's a goblin who is standing out kind of by a little river that the road has to go over before it gets into the town. And he appears to be doing something in the river, maybe washing something, maybe collecting something from the river. But he's wearing a hat, an actual hat, like styled. It looks like human wear. It's got a little tiny like vest on, what appear to be linen trousers. Yeah, and it kind of sets you off for a bit. You're like, it doesn't look right on him. This is weird. And he's maybe about 100 yards off from you guys as you guys kind of just came out of the foliage. He doesn't seem to notice you yet.
Gobbo goes human.
He's a rat.
I don't know. It kind of looks stylish.
I need everybody to make me a general intelligence check.
Oh my god, that was really good.
12.
Okay?
10.
20.
21.
All right. So for the two of you, this goblin's familiar. You know this goblin. The goblin actually used to be a part of your tribe. And then there was some altercation between stolen foodstuffs and the shaman, and eventually the shaman banished him to the human tribe. But he kept coming back to the tribe and reporting information to the shaman, almost as a way to like get back into the tribe. And so you remember him because he's kind of like the mole in the human town.
Snitch.
He might have been the only reason that Grick would have known anything about the town. You don't really quite remember his name or recall his name, but you'd remember that face anywhere.
As far as I'm concerned, his name is Snitch. Snitches get stitches.
But he's our snitch.
It doesn't matter now. We gotta run.
Oh. But he
And
can't.
I want his hat.
But
It is. It looks kind of like the Robin Hood hat. It's that little green. I can't really
never
think of the
mind, I don't
name.
want that.
And it's got a little tiny little red feather sticking up out of one side.
I was hoping it was a bowler.
It would have fit you just perfectly.
how far away is he from us?
It's about 100 yards. Like, it's fairly well lit just because it's a very clear night and you have a good moon and stars out. So you guys are fairly easy to be able to see everything. He hasn't noticed you guys yet as you're kind of you're like in between what is the cleared away forest, but like still tall enough grass that if you guys were crouched down, you probably still would be hidden. But if you guys were to talk in a little bit louder than conversational tone, he'd probably hear you.
Is there anyone else around?
No, from your guys' looking at the town, all the sound is coming from the very far end of town. And you guys have looked around and you don't see any movement whatsoever. There's just the gentle lapping of waves, and you guys hear what sounds like human, like that guttural weird noise that they make whenever something like slips and falls.
Yeah, I don't want his hat, but I do want the vest.
It is. It's a very nice. It actually is purple, and it's got 3 buttons. Looks pretty good. It's like that Aladdin vest, you know.
I dig it.
See if I can sneak over to
It's
him.
better than whatever. I'm gonna try and sneak up
I'm
to
trying
him.
to sneak up on him.
Brandishing a crowbar.
I will not brandish any weapon because I have none.
You have
Okay.
a stick.
Nope.
Oh, right. We weren't able to get that back.
I'm just gonna cross that out.
Should have just taken the twig I offered. I'm just saying.
Twigs don't
We
do
should
it.
have a twig.
You guys, the 2 of you, Pez and Stubbs, you notice your 2 companions see this goblin and start heading toward him.
He's a friend. He's a friend. He's a friend. He's a friend.
Yeah, I'm gonna go say hi.
You're a liar.
It's
I'm
not
okay, have
untrue.
fun. Meanwhile, can I understand anything that's being said?
Hmm.
In the vicinity?
Give me a perception check.
It's a -2.
It sounds like human speak.
Okay.
Yeah, it's knowing that you probably could understand it. It's too far away to make out anything specific.
Is it like that Charlie
And-
Brown teacher talk?
In your worldly travels and having actually heard the talk of humans enough, it sounds like they're having a party, maybe.
Right.
Yeah.
Happy.
Sounds like peanuts.
Happy pig noises. Wait.
Yep. Happy pig noises.
Everything is just happy pig noises.
Mom?
Once I get close enough to him, I'm gonna go, hey, hey, hey. Is it here?
You're close enough to him that you're saying this?
Yes.
I sneak around behind him.
Look out behind you.
All
There's
right,
a guy with
so-
a crowbar.
All right, so he instantly turns around behind him, and you give me a stealth check, Knob. It's a natural 17. Apparently, I can only roll well when I'm not trying to kill things.
Only when you're looking.
16.
All right, so he looks around instantly and sees you, Knob.
It's okay. He's not gonna hurt you, right?
He looks.
No.
He looks terrified.
It's okay. We're here. We're from the other tribe that you're the mole, right? It's okay. It's okay. You're good.
Yeah.
I'm not a mole. I don't eat. I like eat moles.
No,
What's
like
your
you tell us
name?
it. You tell the shaman information about the sort of stuff. You know. I don't know what I'm talking about. Do you know how to boat? You're on our team now.
What's your name?
He looks back over toward you.
My name's Spleck
All right.
Yeah.
or Alfie.
Alfie.
That's what the
I like
humans
Spleck
call me.
better.
They don't like Spleck.
I like Spleck better.
All right.
Spleck.
Who
Why
are
are you
you?
out here?
Who are you guys?
You
Nobody.
The tribe that you got kicked out of. We're a part of that. We need your help.
Oh, you guys are Razgors.
I'm nobody.
Giggle.
That's confusing on multiple levels.
That's your problem, not mine.
Okay.
Can he?
I have a lot of problems, so I'll just add it to the list.
Can he have your vest so he doesn't kill you?
No, I like my vest.
All right.
Is he gonna kill me if he takes?
No.
Oh, I don't know.
He starts like hyperventilating.
Why would you say that?
Because it's true.
Who are those two?
It's not true.
Who are those two?
Not
We
completely
found
true.
the
Who does it-
one
who does
cause
it
of
do?
anxiety.
Who's? Seriously, who are those two?
They're friends. He has a yo-yo.
You said that he was a friend too. He's gonna kill me for my vest. Friends don't kill people for vests.
Friends
Hold
are
on.
on benefits.
How about this? We trade. You give me the vest,
And I'll pull out one of those gold coins.
I'll give you one of these.
Oh, you got human sparkles.
He's got 3 of them.
You got
Give me your clothes.
3 of them.
You don't know that.
Never mind.
I didn't tell anybody.
That's a good point. That was some metagaming right there.
I know. I didn't
Okay.
realize.
You got human sparkles for the
Where did you get those?
Off of the body of our guy.
Off of our...
You got him off of a body?
He looted the body.
Yeah,
I know
Boar
that.
killed him.
My character doesn't know that.
I didn't know we were anywhere near him.
Why are you
I'm
guys
curious why I
here?
know. Yeah.
We need a boat because we're gonna die.
The humans
We
are out
need
to get us.
I figured we were just walking.
The humans are always out to get everybody. They hate us.
Why are you
Exactly.
here
Okay,
I mean, cause
whatever.
'cause some people took me in. I washed dishes for the inn.
Are they nice?
I mean, they're nice enough. They don't try to kill me for my vest. Actually, they gave me a vest. It's kind of nice and warm.
Give me your vest.
It's okay, you don't have to give them a vest.
He's like looking over his shoulder back toward the town now.
Please don't run away, we'll have to kill you.
Have we like walked up to this?
Oh yeah, you guys have been there the whole time.
I like to hit him
assumed.
with my yo-yo.
You hit him with your yo-yo?
Yeah.
All right, make an attack roll.
You can try.
Freaking.
Oh, it was almost so good.
It was almost great. I don't. I just say that. It's a natural 3. So.
All right, yo-yo goes whipping by your face.
Yeah,
I see him try, and I'm trying to pay him.
You're just threatening him at this point. That's not. You're like a monster.
Well, stop
Give me
scaring
this.
him.
Like, take that. No, kill you.
You keep saying I'm gonna kill him.
Because you're carrying a crowbar, man.
I always carry a crowbar.
You don't just go up to someone.
This is why I left the tribe. Honestly, this is why I don't want to come back to the tribe.
I'm not asking for you to come back. I'm asking for your vest.
You're not asking. You're threatening.
Do you have an?
I'm giving him money.
You're saying take the money for the vest while you're threatening him with a crowbar.
No, I'm just holding a crowbar.
Sounds a lot like quid pro quo, if you ask me.
Yeah. So do you have
All
any
right.
levers?
Do I have any lovers?
Liver.
I don't have lovers.
No.
I don't like anybody in the human town. What are you asking
Those
about?
sticks that you pull for things to happen.
Why would he have a lever?
I mean, not really. There's one that I pull. It opens up the gate so the horses can get out.
Yes. Where's that?
It's in it's in the stables.
Where's that?
In the town.
Just assume that I know nothing about this place.
I assumed that a long time ago.
Okay,
I used thaumaturgy to cause this minor earthquake underneath him, so that shut up.
He hits
freak
the
him out.
the ground and like
run away.
full spread prone. He's like,
Get down! Get down! We're having a trimmer! Everybody get into a doorway!
Get under your school desk.
Get under your school desks.
Get under your desks!
Get under your desk.
Stay away from tall furniture!
We're outside.
You can get to the gas line. Turn it off. Shut off the gas.
Oh my god.
All right.
Wow.
Question.
Do you know where the well is? I need to give everyone gingivitis.
Do you guys not feel this?
Yeah,
The world is moving!
Look,
The world
okay.
is moving.
I'm putting the gold away. You're not taking it. So
What's going
what are you
on?
doing out here?
I'm washing dishes!
he holds up like a frying pan and like a couple plates.
What is he washing it in?
The river.
Oh, do people use this for drinking too?
I mean, I do.
Oh, where's the well?
Shh, they don't need to know.
I'm pretty well. How about yourself?
Where's the thing where people drink out of?
It's right here. It's the river.
Oh, okay.
What do you drink out of?
This is gonna give me an aneurysm.
All right. This is going nowhere.
I love this.
Welcome to our stream.
I don't have the patience for this guy. We should go. We have
Where
a
are
job
you?
to do.
Where are you guys going?
On a boat.
We gotta find
How you getting onto a boat? They're gonna kill you the second they see you.
Well, that's why you're gonna help us. Or we're gonna bury you in squirrels.
You just
I mean,
said
can
not to
somebody
threat-
else talk to me? She makes no sense. First of all, she's asking me where my well is. I'm doing fine.
Is he paying attention at all to me?
He's looking at like all of you. Yes.
We're simply trying to locate a boat. The floaty thingy that they ride on the big water.
Yeah, there's 3 of them in right now.
Would you be willing to
Where's the
show us
smallest
where they are?
Show you where they are. Yeah, but they're gonna kill you.
That's why
Will-
we distract them with
And
the
then they're
horse.
probably gonna kill me.
You don't gotta be part of it if you can just tell us where they're at.
They're in the water. But you're not gonna get there. There's like, they wear metal suits. And they carry, like, real weapons.
Can't be comfortable. If we could just find a large
I'm
knife.
pretty sure this is a real weapon.
No, that's a pry bar.
It's
They
a crowbar.
use- Hey,
There's no
okay.
crows on it.
Anyway.
Do you know any
Don't ask me why they call it that.
small entrances into
what
the
I've been
city
told it's called.
that fits
Well,
us?
I only know the ones that I know, which is I get around in the sewer because nobody likes me, so it's easier to walk around when nobody can see me, so they don't kick me.
Would you be,
That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah?
would you show us your sewer route?
I mean, yeah, but the problem with that is...
Just show us your shafts.
The problem with that is that I only know how to get from like the river to the inn, which is kind of close to the docks. That's where they keep the floaty things.
Perfect.
They're called boats, by the way.
Yeah, that's good enough.
Perfect.
Are the
It gets us in the
stables-
city
Are the,
and close to the dock.
Okay, there's a lot of questions, so one at a time here. I'm not great at multitasking.
are the
noticed.
stables close to the
Yeah,
docks?
they're adjacent. Do you know what that means?
Like upside down?
God, you're an idiot. Okay,
It's adjacent. It has something about J's, so it's probably
the
something with
next
birds.
two. The next two.
The next. Oh,
The next two.
not
So
birds.
point
I
us in
knew
the
that
direction
word.
of a boat
Okay,
and horse.
good for you. What?
Point us in the direction of the horse.
He like points back to where all the revelry is. Like he gestures over his shoulder.
It's toward the inn. That's where I work.
So many
And the
people.
dock is over there that way too.
I mean, kinda.
Close is good. Let's do close.
Close is good. Close
How
is
far to your sewer route from here?
It's like a little bit. You just gotta go up. There's a grate. I filed away a section of it. You can crawl in pretty easy.
Yeah, come on. Let's go.
Will you take us to the inn?
Well, here's my problem, guys. You're probably gonna kill me if I don't take you.
Yeah.
But they're gonna kill me if I do take you.
Nobody has to
If-
know you did.
If
Yeah,
you
we just won't tell anyone
if
because
you
you'll
sh-
die.
take us through the sewer right up to the opening to the inn, you can come back this way.
Yeah, but
And
if
then
you
we know
guys
where we
come
gotta
out
go.
of the sewer grate in the inn, I'm the only one who knows about that. So the cook is gonna know that I showed you. He's gonna kill me.
Why would
kill
we
the
go
cook.
in the inn? There's people there.
That's That's the only way that I know how to get through to the sewers.
There isn't another one on the way there.
We could just wander aimlessly.
I mean, I don't think so. I don't know.
Are there other exits from the sewer?
I don't know.
Oh. Well, we could try. to
There's
find
another.
out.
There's another like set of bars,
What else do you have on you?
but they're big one. I tried to file through it, and my file eventually broke. So
Pockets.
it's just a straight shot. What pockets? Pockets.
Pockets?
I don't have any pockets.
What do you keep?
Where do I keep what?
Could you say that me and this particular individual look similar?
You both look like goblins. No, from your perspective, he is like the most clean looking goblin you've ever seen in your life. Like, from as far as you concerned,
He's probably a little taller.
This is a horrible looking goblin. Like his fingernails are long.
bathed.
They're
Yeah.
long and they're clean and they don't have dirt under
yeah,
them.
yeah. His hair
Disgusting.
looks like it might have had a comb go through it.
What's a comb?
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
It's a stick with sticks on it.
So listen, I mean, the shaman died, and he's the only one who I was really scared of. So if you're gonna kill me, you might as well just kill me now, unless you guys are gonna give me a reason to actually take you in, because they're gonna kill me. You're gonna kill me. So I don't see any point in helping you if everybody's just gonna kill me.
We're
Why
not
don't you just
there.
come with us then?
Because you all gonna get killed. That's pretty easy.
Hey, okay, look at it this way then.
I'm looking at everything. Yeah.
If you don't take us, we're gonna kill you. If you do take us, they're gonna kill you.
Yeah.
But if you come with us, you might get killed. There's a chance we could get away.
That makes sense.
And they're not.
You
gonna
gotta look
betray
on the
you.
positive side.
All right.
Now,
Yeah.
quick thing.
Yeah.
Give me your vest.
All right.
He unbuttons his 3 little buttons, takes off his vest, and like holds it, kind of sad, and hands it to you.
All right, I give him a gold.
It's useless now. He's gonna come with us.
He like bites it to make sure it's real.
Okay.
I didn't take your pants.
Thanks,
Yeah, I'd
man.
really prefer you don't take my pants.
Yeah, I don't want your pants.
It gets cold here at night.
And I don't want your hat, so plus side.
That's
Alright,
good.
let's go. Show us where we're going.
All right. I'm gonna die, aren't I?
I don't know.
He leads. He picks up his like 4 plates and his frying pan, and shirtless leads you guys upriver a little bit
This poor
Hey.
goblin.
until
Can I
you.
see that frying pan?
No, I want the frying pan. You
wanna
have a
fight me over
crowbar.
it?
You have a crowbar.
He
I don't
asked
have
first.
anything.
He asked first. He thought of it.
What we do? Are we suddenly doing dibs now?
No,
We
he
think
just-
this is some
I
sort
was-
of Dimocra's
I
car.
wanted to look at it. I wanted to see its balance, okay?
I changed my mind. I'm gonna die with you guys too. It's seriously, it's like 3 ways I'm gonna die.
I mean, at least they won't torture you, but we will. If you don't,
You're not
come.
helping.
Oh, sorry, I mean,
That's
we
not
will
helpful.
torture you if you don't come.
That's not true. I'll kill him real quick.
No, that's boring.
Ah,
Alright, she might torture you.
A little bit.
And she'll do it with squirrels. It's fucking scary.
ah.
Not my bad.
Gingivitis.
All right.
There's your PG-13 rating.
Yeah, it was bound to happen.
Yep.
I just love that no matter what we play, Jess's character ends up half undressed or more.
It's a theme.
It's a thing. It's a thing. It's just.
I'm just gonna make a nudist as my next character.
Thwarted.
All right.
I can't wait to make my next
He leads you
character.
guys about 50 feet up the river. He hands you his frying pan as he is easily intimidated at this point. So you now have a frying pan.
Please,
I was just looking at it.
please, can I ask?
And he there's a small like what appears to be kind of a tunnel
I have nothing.
lined by
I
stone
have moss.
with a metal grate over the front of it, and there seems to be just a small enough section filed out of it that you guys can fit through. So
No, drink it.
he has you guys go through the grate, and inside it is definitely a. Are we done bartering?
Sorry.
Okay. Inside, it's definitely a sewage pipeline that is leading out of this town. It's small. It's not very big. It's big enough for you guys, but even you guys have to crouch down to actually make it through there.
Can I put a handful of sewage in my pocket?
Yes.
I would have liked to have grabbed some sand from the shoreline. Is that acceptable?
Yeah. You can grab a handful of sand.
Okay, I'll put that in my pocket.
Okay. So as you guys continue on, your dark vision only giving you about 30 feet, but that's definitely enough. And halfway along, there is what appears to be a T-joint in this sewer pipeline, and there are heavy metal grate bars going through it. And you see a section where it looks like somebody maybe tried to file or cut through one of these bars. He's like, yeah, that's a no-go zone. And he keeps continuing to go on forward. And you guys slowly start hearing that sound of revelry is getting louder and louder, and you can almost kind of feel the reverberations in the stone tunnel around you guys. And all of a sudden there is a drop ladder coming down as the tunnel just comes to a dead end. And up above, you see what appears to be a wood like trap door, but it is currently closed, and there's a ladder going up to it.
Where does that go?
To the inn.
What part?
The inside.
Seriously, why you guys even need me like masterminds over here?
Black.
Yeah.
What part of the end does this open into?
I don't know. Let me ask. What do you guys think this goes to, Hardy Boys?
The inn. It goes to the inn.
Who cares? Let's go.
We're out. We have to go in. Now we'll be in.
Yeah, right.
Our passive aggressive guide here. I love this.
Yeah.
Don't worry, he keeps it up. I'll stab him.
I could just take his pants.
But I mean, is it like in a basement?
You still have your dignity.
Is it
Yeah.
a basement or is it like in the kitchen?
It's the cellar.
In the cellar.
Yeah, the cellar.
What do they
The
sell?
cellar.
Is
I like how you
there
say it.
food?
Cellar.
Do they sell things there?
No, it's where they keep the food and the alcohol.
Then why do they call it a cellar?
You know the mushroom grog that we used to make
Yeah.
back in the tribe? Yeah, it's like that, but it tastes better.
Ooh.
Yeah, we need some of that.
Hours
Could it
ago.
possibly taste better. That's the best.
They
stuff
make
on
it out of
whole-
grapes.
What's a grape?
Is it like a little tiny watermelon?
That is like sacrilege.
Except the seeds are a lot smaller.
They make it from mushrooms. Oh, that's so
Yeah, you also don't see things when you drink it too, which is, it's handy.
it's not fun.
You don't see things.
Anyway,
Yeah, we need some of this.
I mean this in the nicest way possible, because you guys are probably going to kill me at some point, but I'm not going up that ladder first, because if there's somebody up there, and I go up, and then you come up behind me, they're going to kill me first. So, you either kill me now, or somebody goes up first, honestly.
Alright,
I'll
but you
take a
can
look.
Yeah,
All
look,
right.
You stay down here. You don't have to be involved with
The
this.
frying pan,
Yeah.
please.
Don't get that dirty. I had to clean that.
What's the matter? We're taking it with us.
Yeah, but if you get it dirty, I'm going to have to go back down to the river, and I'm going to have to clean it again.
I just shoved poop in my pockets.
I mean, I wash it in sewage stream water. It's already pretty poopy, but I don't need blood all over it. Like, it needs to be visibly clean.
But the blood is what makes it tasty.
I don't think they see it that way.
Who cares? I'm taking this with me.
I start climbing the ladder.
No, me.
No! I kick his hand.
I'll go next.
I'll try and pull her off the ladder. Be like, no. I
Alright.
said I was going first.
Make
I'm going
make it
after her.
athletics versus a opposing athletics or acrobatics.
I'm
They're
so
both
good
gonna
at
be terrible.
these.
I
As
just sit
you-
there and play with my yo-yo.
Grapple.
17.
Yeah, 15. So close.
I said I'm going first.
Fine, and get on with it.
I'm
All right.
growing up the ladder.
I hand her the frying pan.
Yeah, I get off the ladder.
Squirrels are cute.
All right. So what is the marching order going up the ladder? We have Knob first.
Then me.
Okay.
And then me.
All right. Then Pez.
I'll go next. After everyone else.
Okay. I need everybody to make me stealth checks, as I assume you're trying to go stealthy.
I won't be a crap.
And Knob, I need you to describe to me how you open up the trapdoor.
Very quietly with a 25 stealth.
As you push the door, it is not budging.
Hey,
Yeah?
it doesn't move.
Yeah, you need to knock on it, and then they come open it.
Okay, that was something that you probably should have revealed at some point sooner.
They were guessing everything. Honestly, I don't know. Like,
So.
Yeah, you didn't tell us that we had to knock.
I'm counting the minutes that I get to breathe, really, at this point. I was kind of actually thinking I was going to start running away once you guys all got up there.
Alright, so.
Hey.
I got this, you guys. Get down. Get down. Off the ladder.
I climbed down.
You too, Knob. Yeah, that's right. Did you actually put the vest on?
Yeah.
Are you wearing? Okay, dang. I cast disguise self, and I look just like our little friend. It's okay. It's still me. It's still me. Just
Actually, that's kind of cool.
That's a really good-looking goblin. Wow.
I climb up the ladder and I knock.
Seriously, that's one handsome devil.
Yeah, hand me your hat. That doesn't matter.
You know what?
I can make it look like it's.
I like my hat.
No, you don't have to give me your hat.
Your hat's
I
down.
got this. It's already, I had
He's
your
already got my hat.
got a hat.
He's already got my hat.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a vein.
That's kind of clever. All right, I go after her.
No, stay down and hide.
I'll hide.
Oh, okay. It's not as
Dear
good.
God. Just rolling amazing for stealth.
Yeah, I mean, I guess give me stealth. It's not that hard. You guys literally could just step out of line of sight of where that trapdoor opens, just walking further down the tunnel.
Hand me the friend hat.
All right, you hear as footsteps kind of walk forward. You hear the scraping of as something is moved from over the top of it, and then as the trapdoor opens,
I hold up the
and
friend
this
hat.
human face It's like a portly guy. He's got most of his hair missing. He's kind of got the like half halo of hair. Good puffy cheeks and a big old scriggly red beard. Apron covered in food stains and just matter of viscera kind of from either what appears to be cooking or just serving. Like half squat with one hand, lifts up the trapdoor. Splek, what are you doing down there?
I just hold up the frying pan.
Where are the plates? I told you to clean the plates too.
I just point to my bag.
All right, get up here. I got more dishes for you to do.
All right, so I climb up.
All right. Looking up in there, and he closes the trapdoor and slides what appears to be a cask onto the top of the trapdoor.
Okay.
Looking around, it is a deserted cellar. Ceilings maybe about 5.5 feet. Like the human has kind of crinked his neck over the side. There's a couple candles lit along the walls that's just barely lighting up enough, and you see what appears to be crates, boxes, barrels, just everything that you would need in a cellar to run an inn. Most of the foodstuffs. Okay. Dirt floor, and the trapdoor is actually stoned into the floor. And he just like, you look a lot cleaner than the last time I sent you out, huh? Well, get back up there. The dishes need to be, you need to grab more dishes. You need to go clean them. All right. Good job. And he like scruffles the top of your head. Good job. And he like walks up. There's like three.
My hat?
Yeah, he like crushes your head or the hat on your head and scruffles it around, which like just dishevels your hat on your head. And then like walks up the 3 wooden steps, opens up.
Did he actually physically give me his hat?
Oh yeah, that's a very good point. He does touch your head. We'll see if he notices that. Shh. He does not notice. He is in the midst of walking away as he does this and just like rubs the top of your head.
I don't want to like tattle on myself.
Yeah, no, that was good. I didn't
be fair.
Didn't even think of that.
Play.
Yeah.
I'm mostly thinking of how my cook is going to react.
Yeah.
Opens up the door and just a wave of bright light washes in, and just the sound instantly is like ×5 volume. And then like leaves it half ajar for you to kind of come in. You see as he does that, this room apparently is just slightly down lower and then connected to kind of a kitchen area, which then in itself is attached, you assume, to where all the noise is.
Okay. Does he wander off?
Yeah, he looks like he goes into the kitchen. Yep.
All right, so I walk forward and I put the pan down where I assume it goes.
You're in a cellar. Like every shelf is full. Yeah. You're in a
Okay.
cellar, and then there appeared to be a kitchen.
All right, I'm not gonna fall into the kitchen. I'm gonna stay here.
Okay.
I'm going to quietly pull the door shut.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go back and see if I can move the cask.
All right.
I'm gonna try.
Give me an athletics check.
Oh, that's not too bad. Except that it's like -4, I think.
It's not particularly heavy.
Okay, that's an 11.
All right. Yeah, you do so.
-4.
Digging your little claws into the soft, earthy ground floor, you kind of just shove your whole weight into it, and careful to not topple it over and make more noise, you slide it off the top of the trapdoor just enough that it apparently has full clearance to be able to open.
All right. Do I want to open it, or do I want to just leave them? No, I open the trapdoor.
All right. You guys see not a lot of light, but more light than is available to you in the sewer tunnel kind of stream down as the trapdoor opens up.
Zip on up.
Scuttle on up there.
Yeah. You two.
After you?
Because you have to go back to work. He's got more dishes. I don't want him to notice us.
Man, there's always more dishes.
I thought he was coming with us.
Oh, unless you're coming with, I thought you were staying. I don't know. Whatever you're doing. What'd you do?
Do I have to stay with you guys? Are kind of horrible.
No, you don't have to.
We'll just torture you until
As long as you.
That's why you're kind of horrible.
Ignore her. Anyway, you can either come with us, or you can stay here and throw your lot in with the humans.
They treat me nicer. They give me clothes.
And they're gonna kill you. But okay. But if you can just give us instructions on how to get to the floaty things.
All right.
Boats.
They're called boats.
Boats.
Yeah, they're called boats.
Boats.
Yeah. Did any of you all speak human?
I know how to say gingivitis and corn.
That just sounds like poppycock and goblin.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
Do they all
I
know
don't speak
Did I
human.
speak in common?
No.
No.
I have no,
Nobody knows what each other's. You all know that you speak Goblin.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
do.
no, I don't understand them at all.
Me neither.
I say nothing.
I speak to rats.
Oh, anytime they try and interact with me, I just yell my name, and then I stab them, and they die.
Yeah, I'm real safe with you guys. Seriously.
Yeah, that doesn't
Like,
seem like a very
hot
safe
is a flutter with confidence.
Would speaking human speak be helpful in getting a floaty thing? Boat?
No, it just usually stops them from killing you right away.
Alright.
And you can turn into different
It's
things.
I've been told that when we speak goblin, it all sounds like we're trying to eat them. So even if you're
Yeah.
like, "Hey, how's your day going? My name's Bob," they think you try to kill them.
Well, we usually are, so that's, kind of, fair play there.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm usually trying to kill them.
Yeah. They were pretty tasty.
Yeah. So is Bob.
Poor Bob.
Well, no.
Anyway.
And I like him. Anyway, yeah. Okay. So the boats, like, if you get up into the inn and you go out the front door, that seems ridiculous, but
Is there a
the
back
boats
door?
are like really close. They're like does this little walkie thing. He's like, they're like 43 steps away from the front door.
That's not that far away.
Well, that ain't that bad at all.
Not too bad.
Like 44 for you. You're kind of short.
Yeah, but I'm quick.
But you're
Okay,
small.
I'm not challenging you. Don't stab me in the face and nothing, please.
It doesn't
Or
matter.
squirrels. I don't get the squirrels either, but
They're in this room.
yeah, I mean squirrels and I don't know.
Snacks.
They're good snacks.
You guys obviously have not had steak. Okay.
What
Is there
steak?
food in this room right now?
Had pig.
There's food all over the place. All these boxes are full of food. Don't touch it though.
I touched the
Is
box.
there a bag? Like a sack?
Big empty.
Yes, there are lots of sacks.
Okay. I'm gonna grab a sack.
I grabbed 2
'cause I don't
sacks.
have a sack.
It weighs like 40 pounds because it is full of flour.
Oh.
I dumped the flour.
No, I don't want that.
How many sacks of flour are there?
Give me a perception check.
I was looking more for like an empty sack.
I'm just looking for any sacks
Nothing
of flour.
here appears to be empty.
Mostly empty sack.
Nothing here appears to be mostly empty. This appears to be storage. So anything that they would be using, not that your goblin would know this, they probably open something up, bring it to the kitchen where it's more easily accessible, and then when they run out and they need to get a new one, they might come down into the cellar. You are looking for
Easily.
number of flour sacks?
Yeah, 17.
There are 7.
Okay. Can I just, like, put on white face, just cover my green parts with flour, except for, like, little green holes right here in the mouth?
Yes, how are you attaching it to yourself?
I'm really sticky. I'm just covered in sap all the time.
All right, give me a performance check. All right, what are the two of you doing, Pez and Stubbs?
Being entertained.
Is it anything that looks like potato sack?
Yeah, I mean, there are potato sacks, there are flour sacks, there are a lot of sacks, they just appear to be full.
Alright.
What did you get?
I rolled a natural 20, so, -4. That would be...
You are the brightest thing in here. You look like a snowman, but a goblin, with your red beady eyes sticking out.
I'm not sure what you're going for, but I'm gonna empty this potato sack.
It's abrasive, you're caught off
Because it's a
guard.
lot easier to empty than flour.
Maybe
know,
you should run
even
upstairs
if-
and be a distraction for us.
Even if I go with you guys, I am not entirely confident that she's not going to try to kill me. She's insane.
Yes.
I think, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, she's trying to pass off as, I don't know, maybe a halfling?
Do I look like it?
What's a halfling?
A shorter person of a human. That's why they're called half.
Little short human. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yes.
Oh,
I killed one once, tasted great.
it's like a human but half size.
Can you go upstairs and be a distraction for us?
I will not.
Could you...
I'm gonna give you a hug. I give him a hug because I want to get the
He
flower
just
out.
very uncomfortably, like, stiff accepts it.
And I'm gonna do the
Mo-
kind hug where
most
you
of
wipe
your
it all over him.
most of your flour wears off.
Yeah.
all right. What are you guys doing?
probably listening at the door to
let's
see
see
if anybody's
how-
coming. Just want to make sure. Nothing so far? Okay. Can I hear any of the conversations?
Yeah,
Can you
give
see
me
any other
give me a
exits?
perception check while you do, as you do that.
If we're all caught, I can
Yeah,
just
no.
throw a bag of
That's
poop
a
at
What'd
them.
you get?
one.
It's a natural 1.
That's a natural one.
Nope, you
I
don't hear
perceived
anything
nothing.
through the door.
So it's technically it's a -3.
It's just so much noise coming at you so fast, and you struggle to hear common as it. Normally people speak it so fast you have a hard time understanding it. So with just this much at once, it sounds like everybody just speaking Polish. Like you just can't really understand it.
It's a cellar we're in, right? You said.
Yeah, you're in a cellar.
Okay.
It's like a half floor. It's probably half buried into the
Any
ground.
windows or anything? Mm-mm. Okay.
All right. So I think the only thing we can do is try to sneak out of here.
I might have a way to help with that.
Okay.
All right. How close is the front door? From that door.
All right, well, let's see. You go through,
And he like starts dipping his finger in the flour that Shifty has put everywhere. He's like drawing a quick little map in the ground.
so we got the cellar here, and then we got the kitchen, which is kind of above it, and then the kitchen's attached to the main room where I'm not allowed to go, and so that's like 12 steps through the kitchen, and then 18 steps to the front door. So if I'm doing my math right, that's like
30.
that's somewhere like 700 steps.
He has no idea. Okay.
What are you thinking?
Well, depending on how far it is, I can create a distraction with a little bit of a puff of smoke.
Smoke's bad. That means there's like a grease fire, and then they call the fire brigade. All these guys come with buckets, and they throw water everywhere. I gotta hide in the sewers so they don't see me.
You know, that would actually be a really good distraction. I think we should set this place on fire.
Don't set it on fire. This is my home.
I like the idea of a
You already
distraction
took my
of it.
vest. Don't take my
We're trapped in
home.
a cellar right now. Let's wait to put it on fire after we're not in the cellar.
Well,
Hey,
of course.
Can I get my pan back, actually?
Yeah, it's,
You gotta
it's
talk
over
to
there.
her.
I set it on that barrel.
No, I already grabbed it. It's mine.
Can I get my pan back?
What you got?
It requires bartering.
So what do you
A
think
hat.
about doing the smoke?
I'll give you a
I'll
hat.
take your pants.
So now I'm trying to think of how I'm going to set this
I'm
place
just
on
kidding.
fire.
Take it.
How are we gonna get out?
Thanks.
But you have to like a
Or
squirrel.
how are you gonna set it on fire to distract them so we can get out and then let it burn?
Kitchen.
Or I could just turn into a cat and walk out like a regular cat.
Yeah,
Wait, do people
you
like
can
cats
do that,
here?
weirdo. The rest of us gotta walk.
Do people like cats here?
I assume they
yeah.
taste great.
They
Do
they
eat
keep
them?
all the rats away, so yeah, they like cats. The inn has a cat. I try not to go near it. It doesn't like me
What
much.
gender is the cat?
I don't know. I haven't flipped it upside down and looked.
I don't think you got close enough.
All right, you guys. I'm gonna do some scouting, and I just walk
Shouldn't
out
I just-
through the kitchen because I still look just like our buddy.
Okay, well at least that's
I
probably
have not
safe.
dropped that spell.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Let us know what's in there.
All right.
Just walk out.
So as you go, you open up the door. You walk up the 3 steps. You open up the door, and you walk into brighter lit because of a big cooking fire and some kind of sconces on the walls. But it is a fairly cramped, very messy kitchen. The cook appears to be over what seems to be the main butcher block, and he's got like a flank of ham rotating over the fire. And then he's just like chopping vegetables into just a big bush and then putting it into a pot. Yeah, that's a technical term, a bush. So he's just kind of making just what appears to be like a very hearty stew, and throwing vegetables in there. There is a wooden crate that is just piled high with dirty dishes. And as you walk in, he seems to be a little bit too focused on what he's cooking right now to actually notice you.
Okay, I walked in like I'm sort of headed for the dishes, and see if I can see any other exits or windows or
So
anything.
as soon as you walk in, like immediately to your right is a door, and that is clearly where all the revelry is. You would assume that that's
Okay,
what he
that's
was
the
talking
main-
about, where all the humans are.
Okay. Did what is his name again? Spleck. Did Spleck tell us if he's has to hide? Do they not know that he's? Other humans don't know he's working here. Oh, okay.
That's
okay.
You know what you know.
Okay. Okay.
I mean,
Couldn't remember if he told us that.
That is kind of what he said.
That's okay. So I'm gonna assume that he's not.
No,
widely known.
nobody really asked him.
Yeah.
Nobody cares about Spleck's life.
Not very wise. So looking around, so the door heads out. Are there any other doors, windows, anything in the kitchen?
There is one window, and it's a half circle window.
Okay.
And it appears to not be openable. It seems to be set into the stone, and it's about 4 feet off the ground.
Is there glass in it? I assume so.
Yes, there are very warped glass panes.
And there's no other doors.
No, not that you can see.
There are some serious.
There's one big.
violations in this room.
There's a big cooking hearth. There's a butcher block in the middle.
Okay.
And there's just kind of like an L-shaped table around most of it.
Okay.
That's just full of like bones, old dirty plates, just all manner of not clean kitchen.
The doorway to the main room, is it closed, open, no door?
It is closed right now,
Okay.
but it is in such kind of disrepair that there are actual visible sight lines through the planks of wood.
Okay.
And it appears to be like on swivel hinges that would open either way.
Okay, I'm going to very carefully peek out through between without touching the door so that I don't like make it move.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to look out between the cracks, see if I see anything.
All right, give me a perception check.
Oh, man. Oh, that's not too terrible. 13 minus 4. Yeah, so 9.
All right, as you look through, you hear you look and you see a table, and it has humans, and they seem to be dressed in all similar colors, and they look like they're just cheering together 2 tankards, and you hear them say, "Ah, yes, eventually we'll be able to get the Kevin's Folly back onto the open waters and sail over east. God, it'd be nice to actually get into a real town, spend some of our coin." But from what you can see, the door opens up to what appears to be behind the bar. So a like 3 foot tall counter, maybe a little bit shorter than that, easily enough to obscure you. But it opens up to behind a bar, and what you're looking through to see a table is kind of one of those open up like flap
Okay. Yep.
opens that get you through a bar. Mostly.
Can I see a front door anywhere?
You cannot from your angle. Okay. You see that table. You see another table behind that, which appears to be occupied by other humans not dressed quite as lavishly. You would guess maybe farmers, given your kind of knowing of human culture a little bit more than everybody else. Okay. And then you see a rather ornate rock hearth. The fire itself is lifted about 2 feet off the ground, so you can sit on the hearth kind of by the fire.
Okay. I'm going to go back. I'm going to pick up a couple of dishes, and I'm going to head back into the cellar.
Okay.
I'll just walk back in and just leave the dishes somewhere. Not actually
easy enough.
Anything.
So what did you see?
I'm looting food.
So there is only one door out through the front. There's no doors through the kitchen. The one window in there doesn't open, so we're going to have to get real creative if we want to get out of here together, because I can go. I don't need y'all.
Actually, ditto.
Me
I
too.
can go too. I don't need y'all either.
All right.
Wait.
It's real easy.
You said there's a window?
There's a window. It's
I
got
can
glass.
get out a window.
There's glass in it. It doesn't open.
Crowbar.
Nice.
There's a human in there.
I'll kill him.
Yeah, but then everyone
Our
else
friend
will
might
see
object to his employer being murdered, but you know.
I object to myself being murdered more than him, but I do like him. He's kind of nice to me.
Yeah, but if they see goblins,
Wasn't very
you're the
nice.
first suspect, remember? So at this point, you're pretty much screwed. So you might as well come with us anyway.
Yeah, that dawned on me a long time ago.
Yeah,
Well,
so he can
either
help,
way-
right?
If we can
Sure.
get through here quietly and stealthily one at a time, I think we could get out. But, and then, well, yeah, and I brought you some plates so you could, you have plausible deniables.
What?
Well,
I think I heard.
I've
that
already got
somewhere.
clean plates, so I appreciate it, but apparently I can't go clean more plates, so these two are gonna kill me, so...
Well, if you're coming with us, that's fine. I'm just giving you an option.
Alright.
I'm lying.
So,
Listen.
They already saw you, so...
Yeah?
I'm going back out. And I'm going to get outside, and you guys can
Well-
try to get out, too.
You look dashing.
I'm
And
aware.
apparently this makes you acceptable by my new employer. But, I can talk to him. And I can get him out of that room. If you guys want, I can just... So you guys can
Well,
get
we
through
can-
the
I'm fine with
window?
it there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can break the
Oh,
window.
there's another thing. We could distract him by beating you up. And then almost as you die, you start screaming. And then he'll come in and see what's wrong, but none of us will be there.
I'm not gonna lie, if you do that, I'm gonna hit you over the head with my frying pan.
It sounds really painful, honestly. I think maybe we should try and
I
have them
leave.
help us.
I go back out.
But, oh,
I'm done waiting for them.
like, wait, hold on. I can get him out of that room.
I'll turn into a
I'm fine.
cat.
You can do
Okay.
that for them if you want to, but I'm good.
But you look like me.
Yep.
Turn
Okay.
into a cat and leave too.
Yes, I sincerely look just like you.
How loud and obnoxious is Eldritch Blast?
Very.
It's a force-based cantrip.
It sounds like a Tesla coil. It is. It is fairly loud.
Alright,
It's
well,
not subtle, and
If
it
they're
makes
all
a
leaving-
a blasting sound upon impact.
If they're all leaving, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna go out the front door.
What part of one at a time?
You
Did you-
left, and then
I'm a
she
cat.
left. Now I'm gonna leave.
I don't
You said you can get out.
I am a
I'm gonna
cat
try
at
and
this
get out.
point.
If I
Meow.
can't get out the front door, I'm going out that window.
By now, I'm probably about to the door and trying to like quietly sneak out behind the bar.
Sure.
I'm
Okay, so
following
you
directly
left
behind you.
looking like Spleck. Okay, you turned into a cat.
I'm a calico.
Okay, you turned into a calico cat with gingivitis.
Stealth.
So much
All right.
arthritis.
So you give me a stealth check.
19.
Okay. All right, so you go through the door first. Easy enough. You make it through the door. Cook still seems to be preoccupied by
Sure.
cooking. Okay. You turn into a cat right behind the Spleck-alike, and you start stealthing through. What are you doing?
I walk up the stairs,
Okay.
and I turn a thorough, and I walk through the wall outside where the window's at.
Okay, so as you're turning ethereal, Spleck, point one, walks up behind the three of you guys into the kitchen. And he goes,
Boss, they're all trying to kill me. All the goblins came from my tribe. They're trying to get me.
I sprint out the door.
and then runs. And that is where we are going to end.
And I turn to thorough, just...
What a jerk!
Yes.
Seriously, murder him.
Oh yeah. Super. I'm gonna give him
That would be a
gingivitis first.
possibility.
Well, I'm going to be hoarse for the rest of the week because I was talking like a Brooklyn goblin. So,
I was.
thank you guys very much for joining us for Immersion RPG. I'm assuming I'm talking to people. If I'm not talking to people, then it was a lot of fun playing by
Very
ourselves.
interesting show.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
You guys can join us for next Tuesday on the 18th if you want to see this fun chaos that continues. I think that's really the only way I can describe it, is chaos. So, until then, thank you guys very much. And that's the way the cookie crumbles.
Good night.
Good night.